Hey y'all. Hello. What's going on? Let's talk. It's been a couple days, y'all. I've been busy, but I'm ready to gossip a little bit. I'm ready to gossip just a little bit, just a tinge. If y'all don't mind, come on in, hit the like button, and get comfortable. It's a Saturday night. Get your snacks, wigs off, loosen the bra straps, kick off the shoes, and let's go. But before we get too comfortable, y'all, please hit the like button. Help your girl out. So listen, it's been a lot that's been happening. It's been a whole lot. Let me greet who's here, and then we'll catch up with everybody else as they come in the door. How about that? We can do that. The beautiful Bianca Edwards is in the house. Miss Sparkle, our resident Mary Kay lady, is here. And y'all see Bianca is telling y'all to hit that like button now. Get down on it. You heard what Cool in the Gang said. Cheryl, what's happening? Good evening. Hey, Mika, how are you, lovely? Good to see you. E. Davis, you back. Hey, girl. All right. The beautiful Chanel D. Queen is in the house. Hey, gorgeous. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, we got Cool Gamer in the house. As always chilling, always cool. Guess that's where the name come from. Hey Blue, what's happening? How you doing today, beautiful lady? How are you? Fifi ASP, hello. How you doing? Okay, DV is in the house. Hey there. Miss Gardner. Hey lady, how you doing? Good evening. Wait a minute. This is my sis. Y'all don't even understand. What up, Jinx? I'm so happy to see you. I gotta call you. Hey, Maybelline. How you doing? Rochelle. Hey, girl. Hey, Delightful by Design. How you doing? Good to see you, DT. My love is here. How are you? It's so good to see you. Hear what you heard him now. You heard him. Make sure y'all like this video. Get some food and drinks. Let's get into this thing, honey. Cheryl, what up, sis? There's my Kia Cocoa Pop. We love you, Bookie. Girl, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, we gotta listen. We gotta talk. It's so much catching up we gotta do. It's ridiculous. So listen, as everybody else come in, y'all greet them. If I miss them, you know what I'm saying. Y'all know what it is. If I miss them, don't y'all miss them. So first of all, y'all know I had to go ahead and just make the truth obvious. I want to talk about Bravo a little bit. I know we've been running them in the ground lately, and we're gonna continue to run their monkey behinds in the ground because their mistreatment of Black women is gonna stop, and we're gonna point out all the ridiculousness, all the foolishness. Hey, DS, Carrie Amuneke, sis, how are you? Miss Kaiser Sose, hey. DT, what you say? Okay. Currently preparing for a cyclone. Coming to New Zealand, but otherwise you doing good. Well, baby, that's heavy. A cyclone? A whole cyclone. Hey, be careful over there now. I don't know what, safety precautions y'all take for a cyclone, but I sure hope you take them all. Every last one of them. Take all of the cyclone precautions. Okay? But listen. So this is what, first of all, I don't even know where to start. Well, let's start with the regular funny papers before we get into the stuff that we really want to gossip about. Hey, Queen Me. So first things first. You say you saw the title and had to slide in. Well, I'm glad you did because we're going to get into it. Bravo has shown they behind, and I feel like they're overplaying their hand and they're showing their hand with how they're treating their Black housewives. It's a bit much for me. It's a bit much, especially when it's so glaring especially with the latest thing that's going on with the nature boy, woo, Robert Dixon. Okay. Now, the nature boy has committed every infraction known to man, woman, or beast. The nature boy has been broke on Bravo, busted on Bravo, in a fake relationship on Bravo, wore some terrible clothes and outfits on Bravo, and yet and still we supposed to pretend like we don't see what's going on because Miss Thing happens to be off-white, clear adjacent. And so, Nitra got to be Nitra, and I got to point out all of the foolishness, and we're going to get to it. I promise you we're going to get to it. But it's just a couple of things that we got to discuss because I feel like y'all been watching social media just like me. And I can't explain away some of the things that I've been seeing. Okay? I can't. It's some things that made me wonder, why is this happening? Okay. While that's getting ready, we got to talk about it. We just got to talk about it. Jinx say, bet they wishing they stood by Nene and the boycott. Yeah, they should have. They should have, but they don't like doing right. Right ain't in them. There go my sis. Hey, Marilyn. DT, you say, see, at least the actual Ric Flair had nice dressing gowns with sequins. Yes, and don't forget the feathers, honey. Rob him, the nature boy, always looked like a roasted snowman. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If she had them robes and them with them feathers and the sequins, that might help her, but she would have to do that little stiff strut. She looked like she's stiff enough to do that strut too. She do. She looked like she can hit it. So, firstly, the first thing that I want to discuss, because it's disturbing my spirit, okay? First things first. First thing I want to give condolences. Lisa Ray lost her mama. And whether we like Lisa Ray or not, some of us know just how painful that is. So condolences to Lisa Ray on the loss of her mother. Okay, because we try to be nice ladies, even if we talk about people who are not nice ladies. Hey, girl, you ain't missed nothing, sis. You got here just in time. Okay. You say, how they letting this go on with Robin is disruptive to my soul. What they're doing is proving Lanithia right. They proving it. Because, see, as much as people like to pretend like that racist pseudoscience ideology of one drop making you black, everybody know it don't, including them clear people. And that's why she can get away with murder while they're yet holding black women's feet to the fire. But we ain't going to go there just yet. We going to hold it. Hey, Nacho Twins mama. So first things first, let's share the screen. Queen of Hearts, KS, what's happening? We're going to share the screen real quick. There's a couple things we need to cover. Okay, a couple things we need to cover real fast that I don't have no explanation for. And so let's go ahead and do it. All right. So anybody want to explain to me what this is about? Hey, Jasmine. How you doing? Welcome. What's going on with this right here, with these boots? What is going on with the Moon Boot 2000? What's happening with the Mario, with the Super Mario Brothers, with the Let's Save the Princess 1996s? What are these? Lord Jasmine say people want to be Mickey Mouse so bad. Oh yes, honey. He LEL. What's happening? Listen, it ain't a party till you show up. I just want to know what's going on. This shoe business, hey G darling, this shoe business thing got out of control. And you know who I blame for this. And y'all, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna be nice. Now I know there was a time when I, Nitra, was guilty of accusing Jay-Z of midget tossing. And yes, I did. And I stand by that. I stand by the fact that if we gonna say he had anything to do with Lucky the Leprechaun attacking people. Hey, happy to be happy. That clearly it was a case of midget tossing. Okay, that there's nothing else that it could be. Queen Me, thank you very much. I believe that this is a case of we can blame Kanye. We can blame Kanye for this. We can blame Kanye for this. He's responsible. Why, you might ask? Hey, Shayna. Yes, them boots were not made for walking. But the reason why I say Kanye is to blame is because Kanye was the first one to just basically have somebody pour the foam rubber into some huge unusable die cast and call it a foot and say, okay, this is a foot. This is a shoe. He was the first one to just put out big foam rubber looking space boots and call it shoes. And so these people have decided that they're going to take it to a whole other level, and they're not going to stop with just a weird piece of space junk. They're going to shape it into the same shoes that Mario and Luigi had on when they fought King Koopa. Okay? Or like some of y'all say, Disney World. I don't know what to call this. So I can see these on the runway, but not every. I can't see this on the runway, baby. I can't see that. I've seen some strange things on the runway, but they're usually avant-garde. I ain't never seen this or anything this ridiculous on the runway. And if we gonna be fair, when Kanye first was trying to get on the runway, they sent him home crying. I'm tempted to believe he paid somebody. Now that's what I'm tempted to believe. Now it's by a company called MSCHF. I believe that that must mean mischief, because this does look mischievous. Emily ain't pulling boots off. Emily looked like a fool. Emily need to pull them boots off. $350 cartoon red boots. I hope that in my heart, I hope that ain't none of y'all participating in this foolishness. You say the way you just hollered. I'm just saying, this is ridiculous. They was made for bouncing. They look like two red balloons. They look like you're gonna break your hip. That's what it looked like. Hey, Queen Mermaid, galoshes. This is like if galoshes was licking on windows. It's ridiculous. So let me find some more pictorial evidence of how stupid this is. Okay. Let me find some more pictorial, because there was more evidence of the stupidity. It wasn't just Emily B and 5EO, whoever this little stupid boy is, and whoever the other person is. Oh, no. There were plenty of people getting in on this garbage. Okay. So let's do this. Hold on. Because this video right here, I just need y'all to see this because I saw it. Okay, hold on. Here we go. We got action. So I want y'all to see just how stupid this has gotten. And we got grown men taking part in this, y'all. Jasmine, what you say, boo? Say, I'm in the sneakers. We are collectors, so I can see buying them just to flip, but not wearing them. But this ain't no sneaker, though. Would you buy this for real? That's all right. Come on. Let's see how stupid this is. Let's just see how stupid this is. This is ridiculous. Let's go. I can't play the music, but look at this grown man. Look at him. Just look at this fool. Now he can't even get the mess off his foot. He on the ground. Look at him. He being drugged, Jesus. They trying to get the thing off his foot. It ain't coming off. You got two people pulling up. He got his leg cocked open like he finna sell some monkey. Look at this. Look at him just sliding, being pulled, Lord. It ain't coming off. Son, it ain't coming off. Somebody tell him this ain't coming out. We know he confused. Look at this. Look at his head. He going bald, got dreads. He confused as hell. Dressed like a grown man trying to steal the shoes of a premature cartoon character. And now they won't come off his foot. Look at it. Oh my, look how you just sliding onto the floor. You know you can't show your face nowhere again and for the rest of your life. This is how stupid this mess done got. DT say you rather marry a robot man. Lord have mercy. Look at this. This is the level of stupidity that we're dealing with, y'all. That we are currently dealing with. And I just want y'all to be aware of what time it is and what's really happening. Okay? This is what's happening. What you say, he. They hauling you, spread eagle in the name of fashion. I mean, on your back with your legs cocked open. I mean, just legs cocked open. Like somebody about to put him in the book. I can't. Sure, say some people will go broke spending money on some of the most ridiculous stuff just to be a part of craziness. Child, you can be crazy for free. It don't cost all that to be crazy. Hey, Cecilia. Say, sorry, Mr. Lies ain't been feeling well. I hope you feel better. I did enjoy my birthday, and they will buy anything. You sure right. Jinx say next people will be wearing designer body care. Look here, man. You know them Kardashian whores will be the first ones to put on the body cast and come on the red carpet with their lips looking like a monkey's behind, stuck out, tooted out. Listen, I'm too old for this world. I need to leave. Where can I get a ticket off this globe? I'm tired. I be the she say, those boots must be set up like rain boots, sucked up his feet. So how the rest of them get out of them? And why his foot stuck like that? What, he ain't got on no socks? The way they slid him off and then the cameraman got a little shady and gonna put the camera right on top of his naked scalp with them 17 braids up there looking like him and Ashley Darby go to the same hairdresser. They need to stop this. What DT said, Bianca? Let me see. DT always saying something. What did my DT say? Hold on. I was talking about marrying a robot man. Child. I don't know. Y'all know DT is off the chain. Say boots look like they the size of Paddington Bear. Oh, yes. And yes, I said it. Their lips be looking like a monkey's behind. And it's like, I guess that's their maybe that's their impression of imitating black women, but it's actually hilarious because we don't look like that. That's pitiful. Say that ticket out of this world will be cheaper than Beyonce's tickets. Man, look, child, Beyonce said y'all gonna pay to see her, but she did put some kind of stipulation where people can't scalp the tickets, so they can't buy them at the high price and sell them at a higher price. So she did do that. You say I should look up MSCHF AC.1 or AC1. Oh, that ain't nothing but a darn orthopedic boot for when you break your foot. For $4.99. Get the hell out of here. I'm pulling this up. Y'all got to see this. Thank you, Brian. See, this is the kind of foolishness that I don't appreciate. This the one. This is the one. Y'all got to see this. Y'all wouldn't even believe it if I just told you. This looks like somebody. This look like them boots that Giselle end up wearing every season after she break her foot. Does look like they have for break a foot or a toe every season. These them Giselle boots. Now we know she ain't buying these, but that's what this is. Look at this mess, y'all. Hold on. Okay, let's go. This is foolishness. And I can't. Look at this mess. Now y'all ain't gonna tell me that's not like one of those boots where they fix your foot after it's broke. That's a medical device. LEL say Beyonce charging mortgage to sit down and roll all 45. She forgot she not in Dubai no more. No, she didn't. She know people gonna pay it. So she charging what y'all gonna pay. Hey, Shayna. Yes. You see the price. You see what it is. Yes, honey. Oh, yes. So if you mess around and break your big toe or your ankle swell up to a dangerous size, you get you some of these. Now, my only question is, do the insurance pay for these? Do insurance pay for these, y'all? I was just wondering. Say that does look like a surgical boot. I'm telling you, and you might be able to get this rolled off. You might be able to get this rolled off with Blue Cross Blue Shield. If you got a little Aetna. You know, if you got Aetna, you know, they might write this off. Hey, Toyonda. Love you back. Say, but Beyonce told y'all I raised my prices. Respect, but I ain't buying it. Right. I can respect that you charge what you want to charge. Anybody crazy enough to give it to you, bless their heart too. Because Nitra ain't giving it to you. I don't care if I got it, you can't get it. Lord. Why Queen Mermaid just sent me a picture of Dora the Explorer in boots? I'm through. You had to wear a similar boot after surgery. See there? You say, I think insurance would pay for these devices. Yes. Say insurance barely cover Tylenol these days. Girl, that Blue Cross Blue Shield, especially, and now Aetna, you're going to have to fill out medically necessary papers, but the Blue Cross and the Blue Shield, the Blue Cross and the Shield probably pay for these. You forgot to look up the boots after Bible study. Now, see, you almost missed it. So this is what's available. This is what's available, and I don't want y'all to miss it, okay? So that's what's going on in fashion right now. As tacky as they are, if they was about, $200 cheaper, Giselle would have had a pair, and so would little Robert. Say insurance to pay depending on the reason. I'm telling you, get your medically necessary form and take it to your medical provider. And then, he might have to set you up a consult for the orthopedist to sign off on it, but you could probably get them. You're going to ask TRICARE if you can get it. Yeah, see if y'all can get some of them walking devices. Oh, yeah, bunion shoes, bunion boots. Yes, the good old bunion boot. So, yeah, so shout out to everybody who's silly enough to buy the bunion boots. Anybody who's silly enough, bless your heart. I ain't going to pick at you, but I am going to laugh at you. And I hope ain't no hard feelings either. See, I don't know. I just can't understand why anybody would want to wear that. I can't think of no reason. But either way, bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. So moving right along. Now, first of all, y'all, hey, Kai. I'm glad you made it, little sister, little niece. C May say, I agree. Because I had Blue Cross Blue Shield and they covered everything. Now I got Aetna and can't wait to switch back. Oh, yeah, Aetna going to make you fill out everything with the medically needed form. See, I'm about to pitch my body cast idea to Sheree. I hear she looking for designers. Girl, you send it to Sheree. Sheree's going to call China and see if she can get a fake body cast drop ship. And she going to sign her initials on it. You need an ankle bracelet made on mine. I'm through. Oh, yeah. Y'all crazy. But yes. So listen. Hey, Dorit. So yes. So this is what's going on with that. Now, next thing. Wait a minute. Cecilia said they're trying to imitate lost in space futuristic fashions. They are ugly and I wouldn't wear them. They look worse than orthopedic boots. Oh, they're pretty ugly. But now, first things first, y'all. First thing is first. All right. Katie Rose has relapsed. Yes, it's unfortunate. Y'all know I love Katie Rose, but Katie Rose has relapsed. and she didn't say what she relapsed on, whether it was the drugs, the White Claw, the Adderall, or the Dingaling. But she said she's addicted to all four and going to meetings. And she didn't say which one. She didn't want to say which one she relapsed on, but she said she went right back to a meeting and she's starting over from day one. Okay, so y'all say a prayer for Katie Rose, because Katie was doing real good and we reported it over here. She had her job working at a restaurant, and I want her to be okay. I want her to be okay. Yes, girl, it has been a minute. Yeah, Katie relapsed, but she got right. She said she got right back on the horse, y'all. So that's that on that, and we're not gonna beat that because I'm still pulling for Katie. I like Katie. I like Katie more than almost every other chick on that show. Almost all of them. Let me just say that, and I think that covers it. Almost all of them. You think Katie went and got some ding-a-ling? You think that's what did it? I didn't know whether it was that or she got back on that stuff. I don't know. Now, this is kind of related, but I don't want to pick on her. I'm not just don't want to. I will not pick on Katie, because anybody that's smart enough and aware enough to know they got a problem and doing something about it does not deserve to be picked at. But I want to shine a little light on Tacky Giselle. Good old Tacky Giselle. The fact that she brought her over there and put her in that position, that kind of explains why she might have grabbed Uncle Ray's booty. She don't understand boundaries. Because y'all remember that happened early on in the season. Yep, I definitely respect her for keeping it real, and I am pulling for her. Say it was so good to her, she had to let it be known. She said she relapsed and going back to a meeting, and she back on the horse, girl. She said she is not gonna mess up no more. So whatever the case may be, whichever one she fell off the wagon on and on to, she said that will not be happening again, and she is starting back over day one. And they say sobriety is very difficult when you've had addiction issues. They say it's very, very difficult. Okay, hey Imani. So I love Katie, hoping she gets better. I'm rooting for Katie. I love me some Katie Rose. I have always loved me some Katie Rose. Okay. So listen, this is the next thing that we have to discuss. Let me go and pull the picture up, because I don't want nobody to be confused. I don't want nobody to be confused when I go in, because in I must go. I don't have an option at this point. I don't. They forced me to do this. I was forced. I was absolutely forced. So let me go on and get this pulled up so we can discuss the main reason that we are here this evening. And I mean the main reason that we're here this evening. Oh. Now I had it pulled up and everything wanted to refresh at the last minute. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so let's do this. This is what we need to talk about. We got to discuss this. I hope y'all can see this, because this is what we got to discuss. This right here. Okay, so we're all on the same page. We're all on the same page. So first of all, we had already discussed how Bravo completely gave a 180 as far as how they treated little Robert Dixon, as opposed to how they treated Kenya Moore, for virtually, even though drastically doing the same thing. Okay, it was a drastic difference, but it was still the same sort of thing. Okay. So we all know, one of y'all put in the chat which season it was. We're all aware of how Bravo fired Kenya unceremoniously because she chose to get married and keep it away from the screen. And I know a whole lot of people thought that that was okay. I didn't necessarily think it was okay. And y'all know I'm not a Kenya fan. I don't like Kenya like that. Y'all know she lie a lot. However, they fired her for not allowing them to film her wedding. And then the fact that the man did not want to be filmed. Okay. But now fast forward to 2023. And this is after Kenya Moore. That Black woman lost an entire season of filming, which is a check. That is revenue. Okay. She lost an entire season of pay due to this. And it took Candy and Cynthia and a lot of covert operations to get her back on that show. A whole bunch of them. And now fast forward to 2023. We got little Robert Dixon. And little Robert Dixon is somebody who not only didn't have a real wedding. We know that thing was fake, like it was shot with somebody's iPhone. But not only that, Miss Thing had a whole cheating scandal going on. It was hid from the camera. When it was brought up on the camera, she blatantly bold-faced lied about it, tried to deflect by pretending she had dirt on Karen Huger, which she did not. And we all know she didn't, because if so, production would have shown it, which they did not, because there was nobody on the camera that was identifiable on her little tacky cell phone. She then proceeded to call Juan, who put on a whole show because she mentioned his actual girlfriend, all for her to go after they finished filming the entire reunion to tell the truth on her podcast and offer to give details behind a paywall on Patreon. And yet we witnessed, all of us together. Hey, Protect My Energy. We witnessed together Andy Cohen bring Ebony K. Williams on to Watch What Happens Live while he simply regurgitated questions that he saw viewers ask on Twitter and social media, and brought Ebony K. Williams there to be her defense counsel so they could try to save her job yet again. So I said, now, I'm real sick of this. And I said up front, if they ain't going to fire little Robert, then they need to give Kenya Moore all of her back pay. That entire season that she missed, that woman is due her money plus interest. What's good for the goose should be good for the gander. And then I was sitting there and I said to myself, and in the words of Mr. Brown, myself said, I say, self, wasn't there a time when Andy Cohen was harassing Nene Leakes because of a dress, making slick comments about, oh, I see they fixed that dress, because you wanted to point out the fact that she wore one dress twice. And how many years was Nene on that show, y'all? How many years was Lanithia on that show? Hey, nephew. Somebody tell me, was it 13? She took a season off, came back, took another one off, came back. But she was on there for years and years and years. And he had to point out and trying to be shady, trying to degrade, trying to devalue Sister Leakes over a dress that clearly looked like it cost more than everything in Lil Robert's closet. And yet we have this. And I want to know, just for me, hey, Nina Ross, why we ain't heard Andy say nothing about this and these little sad, cheap clothes that she keep wearing over and over. Now, she wore this ugly sequin strappy dress in that confessional looking like a big Becky Sue linebacker. And then we got her again all the way in Jamaica with Juan and the boys, her and those other three guys, wearing the exact same dress. Andy Cohen hasn't said a word. He ain't said pimp. And yet again, we got her with the watch what happens live with this ugly lime green situation going on. And then she wore the same thing to that little sad tacky bachelorette party in the dingiest strip club this side of hell. And still, Andy Cohen has not said a word, but he felt the need to try to humiliate Lanithia. Y'all, I got a problem with that. Now, am I the only one that noticed that? Am I tripping? Am I being overly sensitive? Let me know. Lel said, I've been on Robin Tail for wearing that flea market hooker dress. Looked like she wrapped pennies on her boobs. Child, the hookers from the flea market at least get some, jersey knit. I don't know what that was. 10 total. So Nene was on there for 10 whole years. You saw one dress twice and he could not hold himself. Hey, Shakuru. Yep, Big Becky Sue linebacker, because that's what she looked like. Mika say they stay proving Nene right. That's why she got her coins. Yeah, they say she got them. I don't know that to be true, but they say she got them. So including her cheap hats and hairdos. Listen, we done seen so many tracks on her. I thought she was on that stuff. Lala say, hey sis, just popping in. All right, girl, hit that like button. So I saw that jumpsuit on Amazon. You know what? You messy. So Nene was right. Rob is starless. Yeah, she's starless and apparently wardrobeless because we keep seeing reruns. Now, hold on. Let me be right and make sure the link is here. So if anybody wants to let me know that I'm being overly critical, please let me know. I can take it. I'm a big girl. But I just felt like when I saw that, this was just another glaring example and evidence of how they let these heifers, the clear adjacents on Potomac, get away with doing bare minimum and nothing. That's what we see. Bare minimum and nothing. Delightful say Andy was wrong for attacking Nene, but to be honest, I really didn't expect much from Robert. And you know what, sis? We have come to expect almost nothing from her because nothing is required of her. But what I don't like is if you can bother a sister for seeing one outfit twice, this heifer done had two on 2 times, and both of them look cheap as hell. And Andy hasn't said one word. Did y'all hear him say anything? Because I didn't. DT said that dress that Rob him wore made her look like an ashtray. It did. She looked like what she was, Robert in a dress. Cheryl say neither Robert nor Gizzard can dress. Their wardrobes are hideous. Right. Now, mind you, I think Giselle pretty much got a lot of the same stuff. It's going to be that off-the-shoulder shirt with some white pants and them same sandals. And then she going to switch to flip-flops when the ankles swell up. I think she got a closet full of that. So even if she wear it twice, we ain't going to know because it all look the same. It all looks the same. But I just had to point out the fact that I don't see any variety and I don't see equitable behavior. I don't see equitable treatment. Andy, Bravo, NBC Universal, and Truly Original are going out of their way to make sure that we see that they're treating the Black housewives completely different. Even when they're on the same show with someone who is clear adjacent. King St. Carl say he definitely has treated Kenya, Nene, and others ways he would never treat Casper's half sisters. It's true. It's true. It's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And he keeps getting away with it. And I don't know. This time, y'all, I do not want it to go quietly. I don't want it to go away. Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. Okay. I was responding to somebody else. Hey, DM Rocks. But I just feel like they cannot keep getting away with this stuff. There has to be a limit. Why y'all deciding what y'all think about that? Because ain't nobody saying too much, but I just feel like it irked my last nerves. Now, this right here, we gotta have a quick laugh at. So they say Fallon done sent her foster son out the house, y'all. They say she done sent him back to the state. She don't want to feed him no more. That is her boyfriend Jalen that used to be the hired help. Hey, Destiny. Mm-hmm. Say she done broke up with him. I don't know how you break up with a foster kid, but okay. And this was after they announced that she had a miscarriage. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry about your miscarriage. But girl, Phelan, how many babies you gonna have and how many baby daddies you gonna have? At this point, Phelan has 4 baby daddies. She got 4 babies, 4 baby daddies. And it's not a good look. Okay. Hey, Annie. Yeah, Nene told the truth. People might not like it, but Lanithia kept it real. What up, sis? Okay. Nephew say, look how he used to try and call out Kenya's relationships. Right. But why we not saying nothing about little Robert and Juan playing beach blanket bingo? This don't make no sense. Do we know Kenya was full of crap? Yes. We all know. And I really didn't have a problem with you pointing it out until you went out of your way not to point it out when it came to this clear adjacent woman. I'm gonna need you to have the same energy for everybody, or either that, or we need to start hearing some apologies. Okay. DT says yes. Fraudlin is looking for baby daddy number 5. This is tacky. You say no more cat dinners. I'm doing. You on the way? Yes, so but yeah, that really got me. So yeah, she put out her foster kid and they done broke up. And I was like, okay, so what do we do with this? They even went so far, she even went so far, is to make some press release about respect our privacy. Girl, you're not even a public figure. Every time she announced something, I'm like, girl, who asked you? That's like me jumping on the internet, like, I just want to let y'all know. Y'all respect my privacy, but I gained 3 pounds last week. Okay, but respect my privacy. I just want to let you all know this is something I'm going through, right? Like, don't nobody care. Stop. Yeah, Phelan went out, said she sat up there and let Portia find out her business, and Portia told that girl business, and now she's sitting up there spending the money that Phelan supposed to be spending with her big silly self. You got a man to marry you with 3 babies, 3 baby daddies, and be paying bills and taking care of you. And instead of you sitting down like somebody with sense, you let the likes of Portia find out your personal business so she can be walking around here in 8 different red dresses marrying your man. This don't make no sense. Robin looked like a roasted kangaroo in that dress. Have mercy. You need to go. I will say this much. That's one of my terms. So if you can find clear adjacent on there, tell me who did it so I can send them a Cash App request. That's all I got for people jacking my terminology. Okay. All I got for people jacking me is Cash App requests all day. What up, Jinx?
Hey, sis.
Hey, boo.
How you doing, girl?
Child, I'm making it. When I tell you we got to catch up on so much, I feel like it's been a whole year, and I don't think it's been that long.
But you can call me later on.
You already know. So what you think about this mess going on? Lala, thank you for the super sticker, boo.
Okay, well, first we got to go back to the crimes and punishment of Kenya Moore.
Okay,
Now
let's
listen.
go.
Now listen. Although I absolutely agree, they virtually did the same thing. But as far as we're gonna draw the line at Kenya getting her refund check. No, we're not doing that.
I want her to
Because
get her money back. If they don't fire Robert, you know what I'm saying? Because literally, says this the thing. If they don't fire Robert, what they're saying is this behavior is perfectly okay. And if the behavior is perfectly okay, then you wrongfully terminated that sister. She need her coins. She need that. For real, for real.
I just can't agree to that. I cannot agree to put no. And see, one big difference is too, like you said, they did the same thing. Mark went so far as he did not want to be where Juan was. There were a few differences, but it's virtually the same thing. And I agree. Robin should definitely be punished. I think that they should do her the same way. I think more than likely what's actually going to happen, what they're going to do is they'll allow her to sit out, or they're going to treat her like they did Nene. They're going to punish her by allowing her to film, but she won't be seen in the episodes like they did Nene that final year.
Right. And then that
So,
contract they tried to bring her back on, remember, they was only wanting to give her like a few episodes. So they
mm-hmm,
have to be paying her.
mm-hmm. But see, the problem with that Robin has that Kenya did not have. Robin's appearances affect Giselle versus where Kenya was on her own. Robin's situation affects Giselle because with Giselle without Robin is no, you can't have one without the other. Them two are virtually the same person. They got a 2-for-1 deal on that. So you can't really, if you cut out Robin, what you gonna do with Giselle?
That's her problem. Because when she signed her contract, she signed it on her own.
Right,
So
we
if,
see it.
if
We
Lil
see it
Robin
that
has
way,
a
but the
problem,
network is not. The network doesn't see it that way. They're joined at the hip on everything that they do. So you can't really. One doesn't function without the other. Unfortunately,
I mean
I
that's
personally,
what
I
that's
would be
well and
glad to see
good.
both of them be gone.
But you
I
know they're
don't want
not
to see
gonna
either
get
one
rid
of
of
them.
Giselle. They're not gonna get rid of her because she does all they little nasty dirty work. She don't mind lying on people and everything else. And my
Now,
thing
what
is,
I want
okay,
her to
fine.
do,
If they can't give me two, give me Robert.
what I want them to do though, I want them to bring Giselle back because I want Karen Huger, to fire off all season on her. That's what I want.
Ooh,
I want the
yes.
grind down to come on out her back, come off your chariot, honey, and come on down and get in the gutter and just drag the living daylights out of Giselle. That's what I want her to
She
do.
needs it. She needs it. And the thing, this is the thing though. This is why I brought up Kenya with that situation. Because whether I like her or not, and y'all, I can't stand Kenya. I can't stand that lying cow. However, their treatment of her, clearly, there are some incongruencies. There's some incongruencies. And unless they are willing to compensate that woman for that whole season of taping that she lost, based on them saying something was unethical and someone else doing the same thing and worse, because Kenya did not put her truth behind a paywall on Patreon, charging people $5 to hear what they were supposed to get on the season, where you were paid to give it up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I have to give you that because Kenya did not do that. And,
No, she
I'd
didn't.
rather chew nails than to stand in support of Kenya more.
See?
But fact is fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we ain't gonna give her the whole check, babe. We're gonna give her just a few dollars.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Because
I'm gonna give her a settlement check.
not unless they can give us another valid reason why they fired that woman. If they can't come up with another valid reason why they fired her, other than what they stated, and this woman did the exact same thing and then put it behind a paywall after the season and the reunion tape conveniently, oh, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
You need to give her
But
that. You need to give her her money back plus interest because you literally held that money for how many years now? Oh no. I can't stand that hooker, but that's still a black woman, and we're gonna tell the truth and shame the devil.
I got a rep to protect, so I'm just gonna stand on that one. When it comes to
I
Kenya
feel
Moore,
you. I ain't mad at. I listen. I already know you got to hold it down, but you know me. I gotta put the S on my chest and throw my fist in the air. When it's a sister being done wrong, I can dislike that sister like an ingrown toenail, but I'm gonna stand by your rights as a sister.
yeah, that one just one. I just can't. Oof.
I
I
know.
but I could say give her a settlement check, but every coin plus interest, I can't agree to that. Give her a settlement check though. I let you do that.
I'm gonna need them to give me another reason why she was let go other than what they said. If they can't give me that, we need the money. We
Baby.
need the money, honey. DM say they just split up Lisa Renna and Erica on Beverly Hills for the upcoming season. I think they're gonna split up Giselle and Robert. I think they may
But
be forced to because when Andy did that cleanup job on Watch What Happens Live with Ebony K. Williams shucking and jiving, tap dancing behind trying to help that hooker, they saw that social media was not buying it. Hey,
uh
Mason
huh,
Shady, what
uh huh.
up? They saw that we wasn't buying it. So now I want to see what they do when it's contract time. I want to see if you got the nerve.
Yeah, but see, Phaedra is in a better spot because she'll be on Married to Medicine, which is a better fit for her. I'm gonna love seeing Phaedra over there. I don't want to see her and Candy because I don't. Listen, I don't want Candy to have another reason to escape. Marlo needs to stay on her tail. I don't need Phaedra to be Candy's excuse for underperforming yet again. I don't need that.
Candy gonna underperform no matter who's there. Unless
So
Jesus himself come down, sandals and all, walking on the top of the sea. Candy is gonna be subpar because Candy is subpar.
correct, and I am in 100% agreement. That's why I love the idea of Phaedra being back on Bravo, being back on my TV, but her over there with Quad. That's freaking frack 2.0. I love it.
I just can't watch Married to Medicare. You know, I don't like what they did to Mariah. I can't support it. Ain't gonna support it. You stole from a sister. I'm not gonna help them with one rating. That might equal one penny. Nothing.
Yeah, but you know Mariah she got her just due as well.
It don't matter. The fact that they did it is wrong. The fact that those heifers on that show are people that she casted as friends, and she thought that I'm pretty sure she didn't think that they were her biggest fans, but she never thought that they would be complicit and not only stealing a show from her, but trying to damage and assassinate her character by calling
Mm.
her a drug addict. There's no way in hell I would rather eat cat crap with a knitting needle than to watch those whores on that show. Never.
All of them are trifling.
But that was just nasty. That was
Hmm.
nasty. That was too disgusting. And I would never get past heavenly or hellishly or whatever y'all want to call her. The fact that Mariah tried her hardest to get you on that show, and the same people you turned on her for told you that you was too fat to be on the show.
Right. You're
Mm-mm.
right.
I ain't gonna never forget that. Those are some useless tramps that everybody on there except Phaedra, because she didn't have nothing to do with that. She just getting there. But the rest of them are some useless tramps. And then the fact too, with Married to Medicare, that they brought somebody in to show the same culture that Mariah and her family had, that they refused to show because she was black. Told her she couldn't even wear her hijab. No, absolutely not. See, the racism on Bravo is a bit much for me. They go too far for me.
Oh, but the world swore that Nene was wrong. There was no racism. But you know, just right after, just how those
Mm-hmm.
dominoes just started falling right away. Lisa Rinna became a full-on train wreck. Erica Jane. Then you had the girl, all that going on up in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Oh yes.
like I
Hey
said,
Maze. Maze, come holler at us, girl. But that's the whole thing. Like Bravo's slip has been hanging so long, it's around their ankles.
hmm
And when Nene told the truth, people didn't like, but you know, naturally, this world hates black women. Like this entire country, this world globally is anti-black woman. And because that black woman was telling the truth and she was larger than life, big personality, and she stood on everything she said. Oh, she's a villain. She's bad. She's terrible. She's aggressive. She's hostile. When she told the truth, she just bitter. No, that lady's been saying this. She didn't just start saying it when she refused to sign that contract.
hmm
She had been
But
saying it.
you know, the only thing that in that whole saga with Nina that used to get me, what people just refuse to do. First of all, set aside your dislike for Nene, what you saw on TV, because one, you can't use the argument that you know of who she is, that it's just a TV show, but then you dislike her for what you see on the show. You judging her based on what you
Right.
see on the show, but you won't follow what she's saying. The fact that Nene has said time and time again, she has been behind the scenes fighting for all of them, and they all just,
Mm-hmm.
she had been doing that for years. Oh, when they cut the check, no, it wasn't about cutting the check. She was doing it at the risk of her
She
check,
had
and
been
she did.
complaining. She had been complaining. And then when
Mm-hmm.
that lawsuit happened and everything started coming out that she made complaints about Kim Zolciak,
Mm-hmm.
Clan Kim.
And I don't give a damn what you say. If Kim did not use the N word, why did they bleep it out?
Yeah, she said it
We know she said it.
and she
It
meant
was
it.
exactly, and the fact that the boy, what the husband name is,
Croy.
was outside with a
with a
gun in the car.
pistola. Yeah, with a
Okay.
pistola. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you knew some shit was finna jump. So excuse me, some mess was finna jump off. But anyway, just the fact that, like I said, now you got all these bloggers. Oh, I'm so proud of Nene, Nene, this, Nene. No, y'all laugh at
Y'all
Nene.
wasn't proud of her then. They was dragging her through the mud and talking trash. Sis, you know I know. It wasn't but a
Hmm.
few of us that was
The
really standing
network is tired
behind
of
and kept
Nene.
it
The
real.
producers are tired of her. No, no, no. They're tired of her complaining and throwing the reality and the truth in their face. That's what they were tired of.
That's what
They
they were
had to
tired
get rid of
of.
her.
They were tired of her complaining about the racism. They were tired of her complaining about the fact that they didn't give them girls no insurance. They was tired of her talking about what was really going on. They wanted
Hmm.
her to smile and sit up there and tap dance like a good negress. That's what they wanted her to do.
Continue to make us money. Continue to be our cash cow. Continue to do that. But shut
Yeah.
your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Just get up here and pick a ninny for us now. That's what they wanted her to do.
Hmm.
And when the
And now,
girls said, no, I'm not doing it, and I'm gonna keep complaining, that's when they started doing things to try to set her up in scenes so they could make her look like a villain. And then they
hmm,
started complaining when she started walking off the set because she knew what they were trying to do.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
And so now here we
100%.
go again. And because when Andy bothered her about that outfit, that's when he at first started, and I won't say first, but it was still kind of fresh when he was trying to be catty toward her. And now all of a sudden, now I'm sitting here and I looked at, I rolled that beautiful bean footage and I said, Robert wearing the same clothes like it's on replay, like them outfits in syndication. Why
Well, the
why
only
we ain't
thing,
hear Andy say nothing?
because Nene's whole life, Nene in fashion is, remember there was a time in the first few seasons where they kept saying, you know, I wouldn't put Nene and fashion in the same sentence, but now Nene and fashion are synonymous, right?
Uh-huh.
So now you got them two, they're synonymous. Now, Robin, girl, look, Nene could do better. Nene knows better.
But it wasn't that deep.
Robin,
It
Robin,
was it
Robin
was
can't
the
do no
same
better.
outfit twice. There was nothing wrong with the outfit the first or the second time, and it still looked better than
Girl,
everything that Robert and Giselle Closet put together. It's the fact
but
for
see,
me that he tried to be shady and nasty over one dress over a 10-year span. You saw her repeat one dress in 10 years and you couldn't hold it.
that's,
Is
I
your
mean,
booty that, is your booty that loose? And then fast
that's
forward,
fair.
we got the nature boy, woo, Ric Flair. Y'all call a little Robert Dixon up here with clothes doing reruns like Archie Bunker's place. I'ma need little Andy to have something to say. What you scared little Robert gonna beat your tail? I mean, Robert be a big boy, but are you scared? You scared Robert gonna jump you, Andy? What
Cannot
it
with you.
do? I'm just saying.
I cannot with you. They well, Robin is limited. You know, she's talented at losing money. That's what not spending it on
Child,
clothes.
listen, she is a prodigy at losing money. You right on that.
Maybe she should have sold some more hats, and then she would have been able to, afford a new dress or something. I don't know, girl.
Mm-hmm. And let me get this right here. Nene wasn't acting like she was the it girl, honey. She was the it girl because without Nene, we wouldn't even have no reunion shows to talk about. Without Nene, Bravo wouldn't even be on the map. At a point, her huge life size poster was hanging in the lobby at Bravo. They know for a fact that that black woman single-handedly gave them the reputation that they have. So we're not gonna say she was acting like she was the it girl, honey. She was the it girl, and she didn't
Not
call
only
for people
was
to
she
be.
the it girl,
People asked
I
questions and she answered the questions. And what it come down to is black women are allowed to have opinions. And if you didn't want to hear her opinion, then they shouldn't have never asked the question.
well, first of all, let's go back to not only was she the it girl, she is still the it
Still
girl. This
is
lady could sneeze and she would set the internet on fire. Okay, so
right
yes,
now,
she is the it girl. That's that. And two,
clearly.
when she made the comments about who should be let go, first of all, she
They
spoke
asked
truth.
though.
She spoke truth.
Hey Gaby.
Those seasons when she was asked those questions, the people that she spoke on, they
She told the
underperformed.
God heaven truth, but it still goes back to literally. we gonna ask you the question. But then when you answer the question, oh, the big mean black lady, she's a villain. How about go to the nearest hell? Don't wait for the actual one. Go to the nearest hell and check in. Because if you didn't want to know her opinion, don't ask. And if somebody asks her opinion and she answer, why is everybody walking around like the hemorrhoids hanging out? Hey,
And it
SFL.
was all strategic. It really
Well,
was. They
yeah, it
knew
was
exactly what they were doing.
they asked her so they could cry and say, "Oh no," she said, "Shut up." You know what you was doing during the season. You knew whether you was serving or whether you wasn't. Period. Point blank. And Robert don't need to be demoted. Robert need to be fired. If they fired Kenya, they need to fire Robert. Cheryl say most of Robinson clothes, Lord, not Robinson, Jesus. Most of Robinson clothes came from Amazon. I promise I saw that. I saw some on the website. I'm not. This girl said Robinson. Hey, Patricia Walker. Golly. Oh, you know what? I need
Somebody
a nap.
donate some of the moon boosts to Robin. Maybe that'll help her
Oh,
out a little bit.
child, I don't know now. Lord, Yolanda called this girl Rottweiler. Rottweiler Dixon need to be gone. I'm
You
through.
know what?
Girl, it's dangerous on this porch, man. It's dangerous on this porch.
You know what?
Girl, Rottweiler and Robinson.
My God. Y'all
Ooh.
are vicious.
Listen, these my sisters, child. Cecilia say you absolutely right. Just outright colorism. Andy ain't trying to get rid of Robert with her no styling self. Yeah, Andy was trying to save Robert, little Robert. And he tried to save her after that crap she pulled on Wendy Osefo, putting the camera on her talking about fight or don't fight and making fun of her and oh you antagonizing, you antagonize all that garbage. And then she gets on there and the best lie she could come up with is I was worried about her job. Girl, how?
Girl, why?
And you don't like her. You don't like her, and you admitted you don't like her, but you expect us to believe that you was worried about her job.
I wonder, is Wendy going to be worried about you having your job?
Oh, somehow I don't think so, child. Something in my spirit tell me that Wendy is
Wendy
not
is
finna care
sitting back
nothing about.
like,
Honey, I know I would be. You done sat up there and got mad talking about she mad because Wendy laughed when Karen was talking. She laughed when you was too. But the truth of the matter is what Karen said was funny. People can laugh. Hell, I'd have been laughing at you too. Say Robin promotes Revolt cold clothing brand. All her looks for the seasons are them, so she gets a check from them. Well, listen, that's a good idea. I didn't even know that, but applause to you, girl, for getting a check. Y'all know I support a check, and I didn't know Revolt had a clothing brand, but maybe that's why it looks so revolting.
I
Yolanda
mean,
say
I didn't.
Rottweiler Dixon and Grizzlenecks attack. Rottweiler Dixon is Grizzleneck's attack dog. She barks every time Giselle say so. And y'all remember that one season Giselle was like, you didn't defend me. You didn't say nothing. You remember that, Jinx? When Karen said that
My
man live in
God.
the pool.
Uh-huh.
Hey Sharon. I got weak. It was like, okay, hey, dog, I said you supposed to be barking. Why you not barking? Oh my God. Hey Andrew Mac. What up, Mac?
That finale episode is not what's going to save her. Trust me, Bravo did not sponsor that.
They didn't do that right. Well, she said her friend owned the venue. So them was some flowers that was already up. They had on some ill-fitting clothes. She didn't even have her hair done. Went standing up there with that man who looked like he had an ankle monitor on, looking miserable as hell. Juan wanted to run. Juan was sitting there looking like a scared coyote that wanted to gnaw off his foot to get out of trap. I said, "What the hell is going on?" Then she go walking down the dock, patting her flat behind and shooting a middle finger. I said, "What is this?" But she don't have to be coy. Just because we black, we don't have to play coy. If you ask us a question, we
That's
got
not
a
who
right to
Nene
answer.
is.
That's
Nene has
right. That
told
would have
y'all
been
time and time again.
disingenuous. That's
That's not who
disingenuous.
she
And the
is.
first thing sis. And the first thing everybody would have hollered was, "Oh, she being fake." Then when a
There
sister
you
keep it
go.
real, you should have been coy. No, she should have been herself and answered that goddamn question. Hey, Red Majestic Diva, you say that ragamuffin got to go. Wait a minute, not now. Robert is the ragamuffin. I'm through. I'm through.
Oh my
What y'all
God.
gonna call that thing next, Lord? Yeah, they all laughed when Karen was telling that story because it was funny. And I believe everything Karen said. And I also believe that man was just drunk. I don't think he meant that. I don't think he meant it. Say Robert ain't gonna get rid of Robert. She gonna be the ratings for next season. I don't believe the other cast is gonna attack her like we think. I'm not worried about them attacking her. My thing is I want the viewers to say we ain't watching and run their ratings into the toilet like we did for Atlanta. That's what I want.
That's the problem. The story is not going to bring any ratings until the rest of all those people with all those seasons that she has attacked for, their marriages, their relationships, whatever. There will be no ratings without them attacking her. If she is there, they are going to attack her. They are going to.
That's it.
You say attack, I say call her out for the hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Unless they gonna go for her throat, it's no point. It's no point at all because at this point, Bravo has shown their hand. You
Not
say the
Bob the
green
Builder.
eyed
You know
Bob
what?
Dixon, I can't. Needs to be demoted. She need to be fired. I'm done reading after that. I want her fired. Y'all want this helper to keep a check. I want her to lose a check at least for one season because Kenya had to lose one for a season. No, no,
That's what
no.
I'm on board with. I'm on board with her losing the. I'm on board with her being gone for a whole season. Sit it out, girl.
Mm-hmm. I need her to go grab the bench. That's what I need her to do. Go grab that bench.
Sit
So
it
that's
out,
why I
girl.
appreciate Nene because she keep it real. Exactly. Listen, that's why a whole lot of us appreciate Nene. Because Nene is one of the few girls we've ever seen on TV that look like us that keep it real. And for her to stay as long as she stayed, still keeping it real, that's a feat. I don't care what nobody say. That is a feat. Max say, how's she gonna be the ratings next season? Her storylines is through. It is. Everybody knows she lying. Gabriel said she would have been better off having the wedding in Jamaica with her and Juan. Yes, she would have. It was gonna be fake either way, but at least we wouldn't have seen her try to hold that boy head for that little cringy kiss. Mm-hmm. Hey, K Blake. Say sideshow Bob has to go. Lord have mercy. Oh, y'all doing me something tonight. Sideshow Bob has to go. She is really rah rah until it's her turn. Then she make up lies. Right.
Hey, Blake for the win.
I'm dead. Sideshow Bob. Say I like Nene. I hope she start another show. I hope so too. Cause I want her and everybody with a personality to let Atlanta go on down the drain. And Marlo is over there being the hit man with her terrible self. I hope Marlo give them heifers hell all the way to the bottom. Sharon said it would be funny if Juan is attracted to Karen. He probably got mommy issues anyway. Lord, Miss Sharon, you think that man is attracted to Karen? I don't think it's that far now. I think he just said some stuff while he was drunk, and that's just what it was. Because y'all remember during the wig shift party, Karen told Robert, "You need to be worried about what Juan say when he drunk." Jasmine say Robin should have just kept her mouth closed and let whatever side chick say whatever. Yeah, but I think a lot of this wouldn't have never came out if she'd have left Karen alone. What you think, Jinx?
I agree.
I
They
think
should have
that's what
left.
set her up.
They should have left the Dom alone.
Sure shoulda.
They should have left her alone because you when you throwing rocks at glass houses, baby, they do ricochet.
Sure do. Especially with the fact that everybody had heard from that woman. From this lady here, the latest one, the one that Juan tried to bring
Hmm.
his homeboy to jump on too. Gonna have that man go in that good hotel room and strip down and start showing her his meat. Nasty self. But that lady got offended because of what Juan did, contacted everybody on the show. Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Nobody ain't say nothing about that woman or the chick in Georgetown until she started harassing Karen. She want to jump in when Karen arguing with Big Reese, and Karen blew the lid off. And that's how it turned into a big problem because she did
Mm-hmm.
sit up there on that show and pretend like nothing was going on. Karen's crazy, we're fine. And Juan is mad with all of y'all. Meanwhile, like we wasn't watching when Ashley had to ask him not to be mad at you.
No, baby, Nene should not have punched Kenya. That's not who she is. Then that's no, no,
Because Kenya
no.
got a lot of mouth and Kenya can't fight. And the first thing she'd have did was call the police. Or sit up there and scream and cry about it. I want her fired like she did when Portia got through dragging her tail across that floor. Now, okay, can we talk about the fights on these shows real quick?
Ooh.
Everybody wanted to make a big deal about Monique shifting Candace's wig. Candace was in her face as much as she was in hers. I don't care what led up to it. They was both in each other's face. Say Karen is not an attractive woman, anything possible. Karen don't look bad. One thing for sure, Karen looked better than little Robert. But they did all that, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
About Monique. But can y'all imagine what would have happened if Candace had tried that with Portia and Portia had a drug that go across there?
Baby, Candace would have never.
Because you got to look at Kenya is a little bit solid. You know what I'm saying? So she could take a little roughing up. She wasn't gonna die. I don't know if Candace would have survived it if
No,
Portia had got a
baby, the Kleenex don't make enough, honey. No.
ooh, baby, she'd have need more than Kleenex. She'd have needed band-aids, Neosporin, gauze, cotton balls.
P
Yeah,
really, oh no, P really would have
she might have
drugged it.
needed
Oh
a
my
pair of them.
God.
Sis, she might have needed a pair of them ugly boots to reset her ankle.
I'm gonna sell her
Woo,
my first body cast outfit, girl.
you ain't lying. That was she didn't. Can you imagine that though? I always thought about that. Jasmine say, out of all the fights, Giselle and Ashley never got hit. Right. And Giselle was the one started that fight between Monique and Candace too. Both verbally and physically. Because when them girls was face to face, it was Giselle that hit Monique and set her off. Yeah, Karen don't want one. Hell, don't nobody want one but them Instagram girls in the chicken Georgetown. Candace was swinging that glass like a street fight. Well, this show didn't help her.
It did not.
Because when they finally got her up, she looked like a chihuahua that had been fighting a Rottweiler. She looked crazy as hell. She was swinging that glass, but that glass did not help her. Oh
It
my
was a
God. And
flashback,
Monique is
girl.
such a, oh man. Monique is such a prissy, feminine little lady or whatever. She work out, so I know she got a little strength, but it was like, what the world would she have done if it had been Portia's big country tail that grabbed a hold of her? I
Candace
just
would not
can't
have tried
imagine.
that with Marlo. She would not have tried that with
No.
Portia. She wouldn't have even tried that with Phaedra. And don't get it twisted, because Phaedra will bop a girl. She will.
Well, Phaedra
She
is
will.
also a country girl from Athens, Georgia. Now we ain't gonna pretend like we don't know where she from.
Hmm.
Y'all know a little piece of education don't change nothing. I went to school. My mama them paid for me to learn how to read a couple books, and we all know that that's a mistake. Don't do that. And everybody know not to run up on St. Pete. Marlo ain't rap tight. That's why I say Kenya was crazy. Kenya was trying to get that girl to swing what she called the police.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. You see what the
You
Music
know
King
what?
started a haircut line? Probably so. I ain't mad at it. That's about right. Okay. Hey, Michael Morris.
Can't get
This
more
said the
hair
instigators
care.
rarely get hit. That's funny. So I think Wanna be on the show more now that his skeleton's out. Plus, he need to check. Juan is not gonna be on that show because if Juan was worried about it, sis, Juan would have been at that reunion. You might be right. Let me just say that you might be right, but I just believe it when I see it. Juan Dixon don't give a darn.
Juana's finna be absent.
As always, Juan is gonna be consistent because Juan ain't never been there for her. Say not one bit. LOL. Candace was embarrassed that her mouth got her behind whooped. That's what it was. She was embarrassed, but that little tussling she got, she could deal with that. You up here putting up post-it notes, boy. I wonder what would have happened if that had been Portia instead of Monique. Would it been post-it notes, notebooks?
Well, what exactly has Kenya brought to the show? What?
Well, Kenya brought rented boyfriends because nobody was doing that before her. Okay, let's be real.
Nobody
Um,
was flirting with other interfering in other people's marriages before Kenya.
yeah,
You
no,
really, if you
nobody.
want to credit Kenya with anything, credit her for the demise of the reality of the Housewives franchises altogether, because we did not have these type of dramas and backstabbing and going to the levels and lengths that they had before Kenya. So you can credit her with that, the demise. But I think
Well,
Nene
can
did
we
save
put
it pretty
all that
good.
on her? Because I feel like some of that is Candy's fault. Everybody like to put it all on Kenya. Some of that's Candy too now.
But what did Candy do before season 5 when Kenya entered the show?
Well, before that, she was the one that brought the stank, you know, influence. Like it was just stank. It was bad energy. It was no real storylines. It was just running around being envious and plotting with other cast members against cast members. That was something that we hadn't seen. She brought a lot of the nasty. Kenya just went and magnified it to the hundredth power with her bad acting and stuff and trying to just create mess. Kenya did bring a lot of nasty to the show, but I feel like Kenya, not Kenya brought hers, but Candy was the first one. Bring It On Candy was the beginning of the end, and nobody saw it. I saw it because I couldn't stand her from the first 30 seconds I saw on screen. In the first
Hmm.
30 seconds. She stuck out like a sore thumb. She had no business there. She did not fit into that social circle. And after they did that, that's when they started like, oh, let's just bring in people that don't know nobody. And once they started doing that, it was no longer a social circle. It was just a bunch of strangers plotting on each other.
I'll have to revisit that one, child. I don't know.
I believe
I,
that.
I didn't
I,
like Candy.
I just don't know.
I mean, no, I didn't care for her in the beginning seasons. I really didn't care for Candy, but I don't know. I can't really say that she is the demise. I'm stuck in there with Kenya.
She's
Um,
the beginning of the end. She was the beginning of the end, and everything after that just followed suit. Everything after that followed suit. And I know Nene was like, "Oh, she gonna be the demise." Okay, she about was in a way, but they were all a part of that. They were all a part of that. Her, Candy, and Cynthia linked up and plotted up to do a lot of the dirt they did, and the
mhm.
show ain't been the same since. They had a whole alliance that they were denying the entire time. Ain't no alliance, and we saw clearly that there was one. And they quickly fell apart the minute they didn't have anybody to attack. When Portia didn't show up, they had to try to fight with each other, and it looked out of place.
I can agree. I can agree, but I'm gonna think on that. But I'll get back to you on that one, girl.
Yeah, go back and check some of that stuff before Skanya ever got there. Candy was on the way to declassing the show. You trying to be with this dude AJ who hangs out at strip clubs, but he don't really like you. And your mama trying to tell you, and you still running behind him, but you not married, but you kind of want to be. It was just a mess. Nobody needed that. That was the dingiest story that nobody ever needed.
You know what? Hmm.
It's like when they brought her in, they felt like, okay, nobody wants to see black women being dignified at all, even if there's one that's a little silly. We need somebody to bring some ghetto nonsense. Let's go get Candy. She'll do it. Bring her in with her 27 piece and that track of red hair.
No, now.
That's what we gonna pretend like she ain't had that 27 piece with
I
that
mean,
with that
come
track of
on now.
red hair that looked like a rooster comb in the top of her head.
Come on. Well, it was definitely not Nene's look, because baby, Nene, Nene had the sisters out here going blonde and two-toned hair. Oh my God.
But the thing is, but that hair was laid, and her hairdresser at that time was Javon Pinellas, representing Ocala, Florida, but living in Atlanta. Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
that's my peoples. Javon kept Nene hair slayed. Everybody was going to get that same hairdo with the short on the sides and the little swoop in the front. Everybody was going to get that cut.
Indeed.
And
Cecilia,
then
you're right.
here come Candy with the extra
With
ghetto supreme
the ghetto,
27 piece,
right.
27-piece neck twirling, shiny lips like she ate chicken every day, neck twirling and stuff, balling up her face like she could smell herself every 2 minutes. She was annoying.
Okay.
She brought
I'm
nothing to
seeing
that
it.
show. Yeah, she brought nothing to the show. And everything after that has been downhill. Then when Kenya came in, it was like, oh God, here we go. Even Phaedra, even though I don't really dig Phaedra like that, I didn't like her almost the whole time she was on Housewives. Even Phaedra brought more to the show than those two. And right, Cynthia flip flop, and Cynthia brought nothing.
Well, I mean,
Oh, Jasmine say, what was the light skinned renter boy? Wasn't his name Walter? The one
what was the
Kenya had
light
picked.
skin?
Yeah, the yellow older dude. Wasn't his name Walter?
You talking about Kenya's boyfriend?
Yes, the yellow one, the first one she rented. Wasn't his name Walter?
Yes, Walter was the first guy.
That's what she
The,
said. The light skinned rented man, the first light skinned rented man.
After
When,
Walter, then it was the Mystery Prince. Then you had that dude
but we ain't
that
never seen him now. You remember she got mad because Nene say she didn't know who the man was.
well, she couldn't dare show him because you know who that was. It was never shown on camera, but it's known who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remind you, girl. I remind you.
Yeah, help me out. That's why I be asking. Say, funny thing is that Candy, Cynthia, Kenya, Claudia, and Dimitri are still friends with each other, but freaking fraud was exposed with the dungeon plot, and Nene got caught in Hollywood. What does that mean? What did she get caught in Hollywood doing? Like, what are you doing? Y'all be killing me. Say Candy boring, but wealth to the show. Child, we didn't need that tied hooker for wealth. Deshaun Snow had the bread. I don't know what you're talking about. Deshaun had the glam squad and all.
I
Real
mean,
wealth, and she did it without chicken grease lips, a 27-piece, and a rooster cone. And the strip club boyfriend. She did it without all that.
Candy
Portia
brought
threw a
wealth to
wrench
the
in the
show, but
can.
did she show wealth? No, everything was. Oh my God! No, we're not
A
doing
hot
that.
ghetto mess. And like I said, we had wealth with Deshaun. If we wanted rich and boring, we had Deshaun Snow. Wasn't nobody richer or boring or more boring than Deshaun Snow.
Hmm.
No, baby. Nene was an ex stripper. Candy was dating someone who was hanging out at strip clubs. That's something completely different. You must be wasn't watching. Destiny say I do, and it was a hot mess. Mm-hmm.
But don't you see people that kill me with that? But Nene was a stripper. Nene was a stripper many years before she even
She
came
was an
on the show.
extra.
Before the show was even an idea. That's first. And nobody should still be held to their past. It's a past for the reason.
And my thing is this:
Stop
long
it.
as she was an ex, I don't care if you hold her to it. She an ex and upgraded.
And look at where her path has led her. Stop it.
Mm-hmm. But that's when it's desperation to say something negative about a chick when you can't find nothing.
Thank you.
Look, Mimi say Walter wanted candy. You
He
reckon
did.
he might be dead now? Because we know one thing for sure: Walter ain't want Kenya. Now
Kenya,
we
did you
know
take your
that.
meds today?
Girl, the only medicine I got is Johnny Walker Black. Okay, that's the only medicine I take. You say Phaedra about lies and okay reads, but her storyline went down after she left Apollo. I don't know. She was more fun after she left him, and she be lying. And her reads was lethal. You say what you want to say. Phaedra had a mouth on her. I ain't like that heifer, but she had a mouth. SFF say Cynthia's the flip flopper, and she could have stayed on off RHOA. I don't know why they bringing her back. Her and Candy are boring as hell. Only reason she stayed long as she did was because of Peter and Nene. They kept her on there. Hey, Black Swan. But I
No,
felt
I didn't
bad for
like them that part
Walter.
either. Huh?
Walter ain't want nothing to do with that. And I'm okay. Now this is let me ask you this, because this has always bothered me. It really has. It always bothered me.
I'm listening.
Okay. Do y'all believe that story Kenya told about the man was in the shower and didn't touch her? I didn't know if I believe it. We not holding that girl to her past. We talking about the fact that when she came on the show, she was going with a man who was hanging in strip clubs with a ghetto 27 piece with a rooster comb in the top of her head. That's what was happening currently at that moment. You talking about Nene being a stripper. At what point was she a stripper during that series? And I'm gonna wait right here. Like, just say you don't like Nene, but don't make up weird stuff because it sounds crazy. Right. Nene owned it. She didn't plot on people. Whatever she was, she was. Candy say, Pretty Me J say, I do like Candy business since she has even more money since being on the show. And that is a good thing. I just want her to pass the health inspection. That's all. Say, I don't think they ever made it to the shower. I agree, Mimi. I always wondered about that. Do y'all really think that that really happened? Because that always got me. I'm like, I wonder if Kenya telling the truth about that.
Well, didn't Walter take a shower without Kenya?
I don't know. I remember her saying that the man was in the shower and she was in the shower with the man, and she was, lathering up and stuff, and say the man didn't lay a finger on her. And
I'm
I
just,
didn't believe her.
but I'm just saying, think about it. Her and Walter in Anguilla. Remember Kenya's theory, they were there. He was supposed to propose to her. They were, all of that, right?
Uh huh.
So you got Walter on camera taking a shower, did not invite his fiance into the shower with him. But what he did do was kneel down and said, Kenya, did you take your meds today? That's what I
Yeah,
was,
he did.
girl.
Now he did say that. Now that was mean. Jasmine say, serious question. Okay, serious question, sis. Did Phaedra deserve all the backlash from the Candy story? No, I don't believe nobody deserved no backlash. Because ain't nothing happened. The girl told her what she heard. Candy ran around saying the girl was telling people she drugged her. That's not what that girl said. She told her, I heard that you had said that you wanted to take me somewhere to a dungeon and whatever, yada yada. She told you she heard something. And Phaedra repeated it to her and said that she had heard it somewhere. And when Portia was like, you the one told me that you heard it, like, what was all the blowback for? Because somebody said they heard something. Meanwhile, we over here on Potomac, and you got these heifers during there calling Karen a $2 prostitute on the stroll.
Hmm.
And that's okay because the main people pushing it is clear adjacent. She didn't tell no lie. What lie did she tell? She said she heard something. And I'm trying to figure out how saying you heard something is somehow the end of the world when we got somebody saying, oh, she was going in the bathroom screwing people and she was get drunk and screw everybody, anybody with a pity week. And that's okay. But if you say you heard something, oh, it's such a terrible lie, get out of here. You can't tell her what she ain't heard. And what's cute is Phaedra never said she lied. She just told Portia, I'm sorry I got you in the middle of it. I don't believe she lied.
Hmm.
I believe she heard it. And I believe Candace said it. Now, do
It
I
wasn't
believe
her,
she was smoking?
right.
She
It
may
wasn't
have.
Phaedra lie. I agree.
Thank you. She repeated what Carlos King had said, period, point blank.
Uh-huh.
And they get on my nerves with that mess. Oh, she lied. Okay, child, shut up. She said nothing about Candace. She said she heard what somebody else said. And then she
Hmm.
told it to Portia, and Portia told Candy, well, I heard that you said it. Candace the one that ran around bleating like a billy goat telling everybody.
Yes,
You say
Candy blew
Candace
that up
was heated.
herself.
Yeah, she blew it up. She did it on purpose, girl, because she thought that was going to get Portia fired. And then when she found out that Phaedra was the one that told her what she had heard, Then that's when she really went to crying and hollering. She had all the smoke, all kind of nasty comments and everything for Portia. When she found out it came from Phaedra, all she did was cry. Cause she know Phaedra know her real dirt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now look at this. Trina, I want you to go to that reflection corner. I ain't sent nobody in a few days. Go to that reflection corner and sit there for 30 seconds and think about this. That man ain't want no hard booty and that oatmeal skin. And Walter never wanted Kenya. That man said he likes his women like his rims. Get in the corner. Michael
Somebody just
said,
asked a question.
hmm?
Did who was Kenya meaner to, Walter or Mark?
She wasn't mean to neither one of them, in my opinion.
I agree. Mark didn't give her a chance to be mean.
Well, Mark, only thing Mark did was hold her feet to the fire. When he caught
Mm-hmm.
her lying, he told her she was lying. And Walter didn't play with her either. And when they were that, oh, he gonna propose. That man ain't told you he was gonna propose, and he didn't mind letting you know. I ain't never told you I was proposing to you. Michael Moore said
Listen,
Candy need to make her own that little check exit to. Huh? I guess you're saying that she need to make her own little exit like Monique left. These women don't need that Bravo check to keep living the most of their cat. You gonna have to rewrite some of this now, right?
basically they're saying Kenya
Candy
and Monique,
and
Candy
Monique
and
don't
Monique
need it.
got the most out of all their castmates, and they don't need the Bravo check. They can continue their lifestyle without the check.
And amen, because the rest of that I didn't get. I was gonna
And
be like,
baby, you
Michael,
and I,
rewrite.
we wish she would take that little check, take a little exit, and go on about her business. She won't be missed.
But Candy want to be seen on TV because Candy had money before she got on there from writing songs and whatnot. That wasn't enough. Candy wanted to be famous because she was never famous. She was a part of a group, and most of us ain't even know your name. Why she hollering she worldwide? I'm just saying. Ooh, Mimi. Candy was already doing dirty basement ticking. I'm through. I don't know why they fired Carlos, not your twins, mama. Don't start me. I don't know. We can all speculate, but I don't know. Say, but yet she was telling everybody else's business without hesitation and still doing it. Right. But the minute somebody mentioned what they heard, oh, she said that I'm Bill Cosby. Girl, bye. You might be. Dr. J say Neely only mess with women's husbands. Portia wasn't for far behind her. I don't deal with females like that. Phaedra, how many months pregnant were you? Welcome to Hotlanta. Child,
Who
Phaedra wasn't gonna
husband
never
Nene mess
figure out
with?
how many months they were. I don't know who Nene husband Nene messed with. I really don't. Dr. J, I love Dr. J, but I don't know about that one, sis.
I'm gonna need you to
Um,
clarify that one.
and I didn't see Portia messing with nobody husband either. Portia was just doing her thing. I didn't know Portia would do the mess she did, the poor little dumb failing, until she did it. I can tell you, I didn't see that coming.
Oh yeah, yeah. She made it hard for me to have to speak up. Ooh, I didn't like that.
I still don't like it.
I agree,
Max,
Andrew.
I think Mark was meaner to Kenya. I don't think Mark was mean to
But
Kenya. I don't think neither one of them was mean to each other. The only thing that Mark did that I did not like was that night at that charity. How he, you know what I'm saying? It's like he got fed up and just started saying a lot of stuff to people. I didn't like that. Like if you don't like that girl, you didn't have to do that in public. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, I feel like as a man, I feel like you're trying to humiliate her.
who was that? The
And
man
it ain't.
asked him how. What did he enjoy being married or something? And he said no.
He was like, I hate that ish. I was like, wait a minute. You nose ring wearing sucker. You didn't have to do that in public. Come on now.
Right.
You ain't
He
had to
did
try to
not.
take the woman pride in public. Now that's uncalled for. Yeah, Candy was a starless famous person. She wasn't even famous. She just was
Mimi,
starless,
you are giving
unfamous.
face, girl. You are beautiful. Sorry.
Talking about Mimi. Oh, yes, that is the
Mm-hmm.
head sniper, honey. Miss Mimi. Florida's finest. Michael say Brain Carlos came back because this is heavily produced this year, and it's just ridiculous at this point. Though the editing on Potomac was fire, it was to a degree, but I feel like half of that editing we saw with Potomac was them trying to save their butts because them girls kept lying. I don't think they really had no integrity about it. I think they were just making sure they don't get sued. She talking about them Astro boots. Max said, y'all saw Phelan posted a message. Yes, that's what I said. Phelan got rid of her foster son. She said, look, the checks from the state wasn't enough. He had to go. Now, she didn't had to buy him a truck. She had to buy her own engagement ring. She paying for all the children, paying for him and everything. That's too much money. Y'all looking for too much out of her. Now, that's just what it is. Oh, you meant Nini's new man. Okay, okay. Now, Dr. J, you on point with that. You on point with that because that lady did sue her for alienation of affection. That makes sense. Thank y'all because I was like, what Dr. J mean? I don't know nothing about that. You right. You know what? Greg was married, Dr. J. You sure right. I'm thinking about on the show. Nini was doing her thing in real life. All right. Listen, I stand corrected. I can be corrected, and I'll
Girl,
take it.
Greg was divorcing that lady.
Hey, whether he was divorcing or not, that was still somebody's husband. Wait till he got that dissolution of marriage papers in his hands, because that don't look good. Same thing I said about Portia trifling tale. First of all, I still believe you snitched on that girl and told him that she was tricking and pregnant. And then you couldn't even wait till the divorce was final before you come tipping out with him. I don't like that. That ain't no good look. So yeah, y'all right. I love Nene. That's my fave, but that ain't cool. And
I
I
just
don't know
think they
what's
were just
going on
looking
with
at
this
housewives.
Yoni fella. I don't trust him. I never liked him because he was running around a full grown man in Easter suits with ashy toe knuckles and an ashy beard. I ain't never trusted him. Right, K Blake. Mark wasn't mean. He ain't like her ways, and he wouldn't let her get away with lying. Yeah, she told Kim to close her legs to married men, but she just got sued for alienation of affection for the Easter suit man. Say Kenya got with Mark and rushed it because she wanted a child, I think. Well,
That
you
case
know that
didn't go anywhere though.
it ain't go nowhere. First off, that was a transaction, and y'all know it. If you don't know, let me just say that was a transaction. It was rushed because they had a time frame for her to take the juice to the people to fertilize the egg and plant it in her belly. She wanted to be a mama with this man who she had arrangement with. Now,
Girl, don't get me started on that.
look, girl, go and get started.
I'm not gonna beat that horse anymore.
I'm just saying, you know.
Her cousin said, listen,
Mm-hmm.
I got bills due, girl. I'm gonna need you to come on.
Yep, hurry up. That's what they say. Jasmine say, I almost forgot that man broke Kenya's windows at her house. That's little Matt broke them windows. And Matt say he was tired of her calling him over to the house and then pretending like he was stalking her. Little Matt flipped.
Now I didn't like her. I didn't like him for her at all, and I didn't like the manipulation that I saw Kenya doing to him. She
Yeah.
knew that this man had real mental issues, and the things that she did to him and the constant provoking of him was not okay.
Like he
He was
say,
no
calling him
saint. He
over
was
to the
no
house
angel.
and then saying that he's stalking her. Then she hunching the boy in the car outside. Just all kind of old wild, crazy, ignorant stuff. And then pretend like, oh, he chasing me, I don't want him. But then you calling him saying, please come over. That's why he broke that window. But don't nobody want to talk about the fact that when that boy moved on and was dating Tiffany Mayon, that Kenya went running around saying nasty stuff about that girl and during this stalking her, going on the radio in Atlanta talking trash.
Mm-hmm.
Now you, according to you, skin your pores, you didn't want Matt. So the fact that he moved on to a girl that's closer to his age with that big old thing behind her Why is there a problem? Because hers don't look like two rocks in a paper sack. Two lopsided rocks. Like if you're gonna get two rocks, baby, make sure them rocks the same size at least.
Girl, Kenya says she is all natural. She has not had surgeries. Stop it.
Well, maybe she didn't. Maybe she got cursed. Maybe you know. I don't know what else can cause that. Hey, Vet, because I would
Girl.
like not to think that her butt just magically looked like two mismatched rocks in a bag. I'm just saying. Yes, God. Pina is her surname. Remember the little boy, her foster son was calling himself Pina. They were talking about some happy holidays from the Pinas. So the boy took your name?
I wondered about that. How did that work? Did you?
I done told y'all how it worked. That's her foster son. And she just got tired because she couldn't get no check from the state for that boy. He'd had to get out of my house too.
Well, Lord.
Yeah, I don't know why she lying about that because Kenya butt didn't used to look like that. Her booty looked unfortunate.
Yeah, it was cringy. I didn't care for that at all. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that was so sad. So I
It
didn't want to
was.
watch that.
And then when the boy moved on, the fact that he moved on and you was still harassing him, what was you harassing him for? That's what I didn't understand. You claim you didn't want him. You claim he was stalking you. Let you tell it.
Yes, Phaedra did damage with that read, honey.
Oh, she did. She did. And get this. And dare I say, Kenya shouldn't let her pride get in the way.
What do you believe Portia is real or surgically done? Girls, Portia is
Portia got
surgically
her
done.
breast done, and she told y'all she done got her breast done. Portia always had her behind. I'm like, and what I don't understand is why is there booty gate? This girl came on the show with a behind. She had a behind in the Trillville video back in the day. That what it do? What's up? Can a player just get? Or can a player get in them guts? Remember that nasty song? She was on that video.
Mm-hmm.
She had a behind then. So it's like, why people want to pretend like this girl was flat? I don't know. I'm like, look, if you don't like pretty people, say that. Just quit playing. You're making yourself look silly.
Indeed.
When she came on the show with Cordell, she had a behind. They was out there on that darn basketball court. It was Negroes didn't even watch Housewives talking about what she looked like in them shorts. Now
I think
all
the
of
thing
it.
is that she didn't dress so provocatively, so she didn't show her body as much in such detail as she does now, and
Well,
that's
now
the
she
difference.
right,
She
and now
got
she
those
loose.
girls.
But now she loose and she want to get loose. She went and got her breastises done and told y'all she was the princess of Thotlandia, and it's been up ever since. Now you better not leave your husband around her. Not if she know you're dirt, because she gonna snitch on you, and then she gonna be taking pictures with him next week. Now that's what's gonna happen. Hmm. Child, Portia wasn't that big, but every time that girl weight go up and down, her behind go up and down with her. Her butt has always been big for her size. Like I said, y'all can pull that play, make believe bull crap all you want to. My eyes always work. You better go back to her first season when her and Cordell was out there on that basketball court and check her out in them little
Hmm.
bitty shorts. Cause she caused the ruckus when she put them goddamn shorts on. And she was skinny as
Mm-hmm.
hell back then. And that behind was still hanging. That heifer is got a thing behind her. When she gain weight, it blow up. Now I ain't gonna say she don't need a license plate on it. I ain't gonna say she do, but I'm just saying. Then when she lose weight, it go down to a normal size and it stops scaring people.
Can we just talk about Cynthia slicking back?
What you mean? Cynthia need a check like everybody else, man. What, Cynthia can't have a check? Cynthia need a check. If
I
Teddy can
mean,
sit up there and do nothing for a check, Cynthia can do nothing for a check too. Yeah, y'all got
I,
Sonya Ross, strange looking behind, sitting up there doing nothing for a check. You got Drew Sidora sitting up there looking uncomfortable with no neck for a check. You got a lot of people doing nothing on there for a check. Let Cynthia get in there where she fit in.
there's just no Cynthia, girl. You miss high and mighty. You, oh my God, Cynthia, you had to turn around and girl, I can't.
Child, get your check. Get your check. Bravo ain't nobody. They done used y'all. The least y'all can do is get some checks off them before they finish. Yeah, she had them mountains back there. That little girl, it was scary because she looked so slender in her clothes, and I never forget it. She put on them little bitty shorts and got out there on that basketball court, caused the whole ruckus, a whole one. Said Nene want to slink back too. Nah, Nene don't want to slink back. Nene want to kick the door in with a check. Nene got that
Hmm.
break. And Bravo offer some bread, she'll slide back.
Well,
Michael
you know
say,
the thing about it is the ratings told the truth. Without
show
her,
you why people like to lie and pretend.
they finally got her off the show, and the ratings. Think about it, the ratings with 7 women minus Nene, they barely broke over. We're not even gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
Because I remember, and I know you do too. Say Candy talked trash about Mo at dinner. She was involved in, she was telling because of her lies saying she didn't know that Mo and Sharice had so much beef. Oh, you mean Candace talked trash about Monique at dinner? She was involved in, she was literally, she was telling because of her lie saying she didn't know that Monique and Sharice had that much beef, and her smug face after saying that. Yes, Candace was wrong for that. I agree. You know, I ain't no big Candace fan like that. Candace just not getting me where I can like her a little bit. Just not. Mm, I ain't. That's right, Mac. Tell them get your check, ladies. Yes, I said it. Drew sitting up there with no neck for a check, doing nothing. Cynthia need to bring energy. If not, I don't want it. At least Sonya's getting red
Where's
and
she
Drew
gonna
is
get it from,
getting
Jasmine? Where's she gonna get energy from? Where's she gonna get it from?
she ain't got none. No, Cynthia cheekbones barely ain't got no energy. Now you ask her to pose or walk that runway, she gonna kill it for you. Now that's what she can do. Now y'all get some modeling scenes in there, and she got you. Michael say that's when I knew she was part of the attacking the paternity of Samuel's child or the Samuel's child. Nah, she wasn't part of that because she told it. Remember, she the one told Karen what they said so Karen could tell Monique. She wasn't part of that. She was there and she said she told him that wasn't gonna work. And to say, yes, I believe it. The man just wasn't into Kenya. That's why she called him gay. See, and you really believe that man was in the shower with her and ain't touch her? I don't know if I believe that. Because Walter went on and got married and got him a nice little family. And I don't think that he was gay. He just didn't want her. I don't know. James, what you think? You think that really happened with that shower? Or can you put some extra sauce on that?
I can believe that I can believe it. The man wasn't into her.
Mm. Cynthia need to call the Social Security office and get a IDR check because Cynthia bread isn't fully baked. Well, Cynthia is a little slow. Y'all ain't right, man. Cecilia say, who was the guy that tried to tear up Kenya car that worked in the gym? That was Matt. That was little Matt, the one she kept gaslighting and trying to manipulate, and he kept clicking out on her. Nacho Twins mama say, yeah, Candace is still a bit messy. Pee popping on the fence with these heifers. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right. Right. She was the one that exposed it. So I don't believe she was in on it. She exposed it, but she was at that meeting. And my thing is, she's been a party to a lot of those meetings, which is why she went straight to the producer when Giselle went lying on her husband. And that's why she handled it the way she did, because she know what it do. And then we heard Carlos King say that he heard from somebody over there that they did have a meeting and and they decided to make Chris Bassett their storyline. Cheryl say nobody mentioned Marlo yet. Will she have a new storyline this season and not about the nephews? Well, she dating a man now. He a chef. You seen him, Jakes?
I saw.
He don't look
Yeah.
bad.
No, he's not bad looking.
He ain't bad looking. But I don't know what Marlo gonna do. I like Marlotta. I saw that she was out for her birthday with Nene, but I don't know. I just feel like I told y'all what I thought last season. Marlo
God,
came on there, got a peach, and they gave her a peach so she could be the hitman and go after the people they want her to go after.
listen, I will tell you about Marlo uh, off camera.
Okay, bet that up. Don D said, "Hey, I think Kenya's personality turns men off. That's why she can't keep now. You think that's what it is? Okay, it could be. Hey, Sheila. Sheila say Kmart always had a talent around me. Boy, okay, so are we gonna start calling her the starter pistol? She just go power and everybody take off. Michael say I always wanted to know what was your opinion on the Miami trip when the nephew knocked his aunt down and tried to approach Kenya after he was about to be escorted out of the pool. What scene was this? What are you talking about, Jinx?
But they talking about the Miami trip, you know, with Tammy when Tammy's nephew that was at the beach house. Kenya was upset because the young man tried to holler at Sheree after she spent all that time trying to get him to, you know, she was trying to get him, but he was showing interest in Sheree. And then Kenya tried to
Oh,
turn it like the boy was aggressive with her and she put him out. Remember?
oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's typical Kenya. You know, she can't get away. She allowing you. That's why I don't like her. She be lying. But I still want her to get her
And
check though with her lying tail.
and
Oh,
with that whole situation, like it was clear she Kenya was very upset because she just knew that the young man she was going to woo him or that he was going to come for her, but he was and Sheree, I want to say Sheree that season was still just she was just friend of the show, so she wasn't supposed to catch that attention.
mm-hmm.
And yet, oh boy, that's who he was trying to holler at Sheree and not Kid. Every time she started when she first started talking to him, like he was just giving her one word answers or whatever. He was very short with her, and then
Kenya's energy be coming off like a try hard with men. She be doing so
hmm
much. And it's disturbing because she's really the lady is pretty. She don't have to do all that, but she comes off like a real try hard.
hmm and
Maybe she's
he
saying them.
wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, she might have made that boy uncomfortable or something. But
You know, I hopped on Instagram and I had several conversations with that young man before the episode actually aired.
mm-hmm. And what
And
did he say? Is this?
basically, what I just told you, it all lined up with what he told me prior to the episode airing. And when you can see, you know, when you saw the episode, you saw it play out. It's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Kenya was he. If I'll have to go back through the Instagram messages, but yeah, what I can tell you off memory is that yeah, Kenya was working overtime trying to keep that attention on her, and he just wasn't having it. That he
He
wasn't
wasn't
going there.
feeling it. Mm.
Mm-mm.
DM Rock said, "Have I seen a new man?" They say she dating a clear man. I don't know which clear man it is. All I can say, if he got some money, I heard he got some money. Girl, get your money and then go get your booty fixed, and then that way, even if he go, you still came out on top. Lord Cheryl said she thirsty, aggressive, and arrogant at the same time. Oh my. Don D
That's
say, you
pretty
know
much what
what?
the young man said.
Oh wow, thirsty, aggressive, and arrogant. That's scary. That's oh. Mm. Don D say, you know what? Kenya Rings and Claudia are all friends. That explains everything. Yep. All of them got that weird kind of pseudo masculine thing happening. I don't. Mm-mm.
Oh God, do we even have to talk about Claudia?
Nah, I ain't got no energy for Clawfoot. I don't.
She finally blocked me on Twitter.
What did you do to Clawfoot on Twitter? What did you do?
But she forgot about Instagram.
Oh God, what did you do to Clawfoot?
Remember when Nene did that right before Foxo or Flop, whatever the little thingy she had
Uh-huh.
before it came out, and Nene did that whole when she sat down with the gays, and she made a big deal about sitting down with the gay
Yes.
men or whatever. And then Claudia called herself dragging Nene for doing that, and then she turned around and did the exact same thing. And I basically, in my jinx way, said, "Oh, but it's okay when you do it."
Oh,
And she didn't, she just kind of reacted. And then she went back through all of my tweets. And you're just so vile, and you're so this, and you hate Nene, and woo woo. I mean, you hate Kenya, and the way you talk about me, Kenya, and Cynthia, blah, blah, blah. Girl, I do not tweet about Cynthia. Stop it.
no, don't nobody tweet by Cynthia. Nobody.
So she was going
I
on and on
almost
about
tweeted
that,
about
and she was so hurt and everything, and she told me she would never talk to me again, and this, that, and the other. And then I turned right around and Instagrammed her, hit her on Instagram, and we had a
yeah.
whole other conversation.
Ain't nobody talking studying that handsome heifer.
Oh, with her, oh my
That's,
gosh, I just need her to make up her mind.
listen, I just want to know which direction she transitioning in.
Me too.
Max say she should do a viewing party. Watch old. We should do a viewing party. Watch old episodes of RHOA. That'll be fun. We should. We should. That would be fun. Like back when it was still good. Because it's nothing right now. It is nothing.
So tell me this:
Uh
what
huh.
is you guys? What do y'all think? Would Kim Zolciak be a good one to return? And if so, who would she replace?
She don't need to come back. If you got to call black women NIGGAs, we gonna need you to stay the hell from over there. Now, if she want to go somewhere, she need to go to Vanderpump Rules, or where racist people are welcome. Don't bring your behind over there to try to leech off them black women to get no check, because they still nigs. Remember?
Indeed.
Yeah, she need to keep it scooting.
Now, I mean, the one thing I was never really like a huge fan of Kim, but I have to say, Kim did add that certain, and she messed up truly when she used the N word. However,
And I been saw she was racist before then. But the fact that you bold enough to just let it fall out that latrine you call them out, oh no, honey, keep that same energy. While those negresses are getting a check, you sit over there and try to figure out what you gonna do by that house that you stand in that's already been foreclosed on.
you mean the one she denied?
Yeah, she denied it, but just because they foreclosed it don't mean they had to throw her out. She thought showing y'all that she was still in the house was gonna mean it wasn't foreclosed. Girl, that house is still foreclosed. They just let you stay there for a little while. Yeah, she denied it, but that's what she need to worry about. Don't worry about coming over there to get no check with no black women. The
I
show is
thought the
dead.
house was auctioned off. It wasn't.
It was, but that's what happens though. They auctioned it off. I think it was like the second mortgage was what's it, 300 some $1,000. She ain't had it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kim Zolciak, she got all those kids though, girl.
Oh well, she knew. Listen, she knew she was gonna have to feed them when she was getting them. Hell, my grandmama had 14 children and she wasn't on nobody TV. She'll be all right. Jasmine say
Oh,
Nene wasn't
Jasmine, girl,
wrong
that's
for
why I got. That's why Kim blocked me.
I say Nene wasn't wrong for addressing how Kim spoke to Sweetie. I don't know why they tried to make it seem like Nene was reaching. Because anything that black woman say they had to be argumentative about. Say, why y'all biting y'all tongue now? Candy ate Portia couch up. Ironic they're calling that man non-aggressive when they went through physical and verbal abuse from their ex-husband. I don't understand.
Wait, what?
Let's put it back because I didn't get it. Why y'all biting y'all tongue now? And it's in quotation marks. So I guess somebody said something. Candy ate Portia's couch up.
I think he meant
Ironic.
Cooch.
Oh, cooch. Okay. You know, that's two O's, baby. I was confused. Ironic they calling that man non-aggressive when they went through physical and verbal abuse from their ex-husbands. Who called who non-aggressive? You gotta give me some more. I love you, Michael, but you gotta tell me who called the man who called what man non-aggressive? That way I could catch up. Max said Kim added nothing. I was always suspicious of her from season one, and I was right. I just didn't know why that wig was always sitting side saddle on her head. That's what I didn't
Man,
know.
Party City wigs, girl.
Mm-hmm. Right, Katrina. When she married Croy, she let it all hang out. Saying she didn't want to go to the Sean house and sit around eating chicken, and said it's up for foreclosure again. Yeah, she was real nasty. And tried to call Nene House a roach den when everybody know that lady's a whole germaphobe. Where would all that be coming from? So when people
Right.
family abandon them, it's the person's fault and they left because they wanted to get her mom to talk. Okay, that's between you and Kay Blake. I'm gonna mind my business. Okay. I just peeped that. That's y'all personal conversation. That's why I don't know what's happening. Say nope. I see it on my list for March 7th, first Tuesday of every month. What's that? Say no, don't bring that man former Big Papa side chick, Croy Baby Papa Coochie Machine, du- Dust Bucket Day. Well, thank you, Yolanda. Tell us how you feel, baby. Shirley Hampton say she need to file bankruptcy. Yes. Yes, God. If it worked for Donald Trump, it could work for her. Donald Trump done filed
She
bankruptcy
has.
so many times.
She has.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Get out from up under that mess. Don't let them bury you in it. That's what you don't do.
Because she certainly cannot no longer afford that lifestyle.
All right. Get out of it. Save as much of your liquid cash as you can, and just start over. Just reconfigure everything. Get up out of that.
You know what? Actually, I'm waiting on Bravo to do because they have such an affection for Kim and her family. I'm waiting for her daughter to get a show or the daughters.
A show doing what?
Well, what did they do when Kim had a show? Nothing, but they'll still do it.
You right? Okay, so now he telling me what he mean. He say Portia, Phaedra, and Kim Fields said that Tammy's nephew was non-aggressive. Well, they don't feel like he was. They saw the whole thing. And I'm saying that it's ironic that they would say this when these women went through Apollo Cordell and their abuse. Okay, so because they went through abuse, they gotta pretend somebody's abusive just because Kenya said so. They saw it firsthand. If they felt like the boy was not aggressive, they felt like he wasn't aggressive. Just because somebody's been through abuse don't mean they have to cap for everybody who claims that against somebody. After all,
Okay,
we watched Kenya turn to a whole Karen last season and try to lie on Sonya's husband, only to turn around and say, "Oh, I don't think he's aggressive." After we heard her call him aggressive, so no, they wasn't supposed to jump out the window with her. She's not trustworthy. She's a liar. Go ahead, sis. My bad.
girl, I lost my train of thought. The thing is, oh yeah, so you just have that one little clip of the young man at the door, hyped up. He didn't do anything prior to that because there was nothing to do. He didn't do anything. That's why they were saying he wasn't aggressive. He was trying to understand why all of a sudden he was being thrown out when he was having a good time with Sheree. So he
Right.
was hyping up, and Kenya was acting. She put on for the cameras like she was so afraid of him that he was going to do
Yep.
something to her. And he's like, you know, he by that point, what he said, he was tired of Kenya. He was tired of her, the things that she was doing, and he kept trying to avoid her that whole night. Again, he was having a good time with Sheree, and
Mm-hmm.
Kenya kept like inserting herself in that situation,
And
trying
being
to.
weird because she wanted attention.
There you go. There you go. And so that's why they said that he was non-aggressive. It didn't have anything to do with their backgrounds with their husbands.
Right. And I think that people get that twisted so much. Just because I've been through something doesn't mean that you can make me see that in everybody.
Indeed, agree.
Yeah, that's not cool to me. He Lel say Bravo could air a good riches to rags show about the Zodiacs. I'll probably as much I'll pay as much attention to it as the Grand Dome family reunion, but they can make it. Yeah, I did not watch Karen's family reunion. I was not finna watch that. I like Karen or whatever, but no. Oh, say his parents didn't even see fun of her at the wedding. Croy parents ain't like her.
No, girl, that
Uh-uh. Max say send Kim over there to Nashville to do a Housewives of Nashville. Remember she wanted to be a country singer. Yeah, girl, remember that scene with Sheree sitting in the car pretending like the girl could sing while she was smoking that cigarette and drinking wine in the car? Sheree was full of crap from then.
indeed.
Shirley said that boy wasn't giving her no attention. He didn't want nothing to do with her. Trina said, child, when Kim was singing in that booth at Dallas Austin, did you see Dallas' face expression? It was terrible.
He
This
was
girl
like,
said,
"What
"Richest
the?"
parade."
Dallas said, "What in the?"
It was the fact that it was that scene for me. She's sitting in the car. She got Sheree phony behind in the passenger seat, and she up there smoking a cigarette, drinking wine behind the wheel of a car, singing horribly. Sounded like three cats in a burlap sack. And Sheree talking about, "Ooh, you just sing so good." I said, "Oh my god." Oh, Sheree, why are
Oh,
you doing
indeed.
this? Mm-hmm. Croy cut off all contact with his parents. With his aggressive self, if he did it, it's because he wanted to. I ain't gonna say Kim told him to do it. He was horrible.
Well, didn't Kim's family cut off contact with her too,
Did I don't know about that? Did they?
or was it the other way around? I don't remember.
Mm, I don't know. Now see, Lel, you messy. Talking about somebody tell Kim that OLG Cuisine is hiring. All she got to do is bake cornbread and put lint in the rice. I can't stand you. Put lint in the
Bertha
rice.
would never.
That's a job to put lint in the rice. I know that one girl that took them pictures from there. The baby they had pieces of trash floating in the ice water. The table was dirty. The floor was dirty. I said, "What the hell? No wonder this girl over here failing health inspections." Oh, Kim thought she was Lady Gaga, huh? Hey, Cheryl. Oh, Kim stopped talking to her parents too. Oh, they was both crazy together then. Kim Daddy is a whole has a whole mugshot for domestic violence against the mama. I remember that. I never knew why she cut him off either, Don D. Like I seemed like I remember something like that, but I couldn't say for sure like what happened. I don't know if they ever told what happened.
What I remember from I think it was Kim was mad because the mama went in the house to use the bathroom or something stupid like that.
For
I don't
using her
remember.
toilet?
Yeah, Kim
You
had
cut
porta
off your
potties or
mama about a
something.
toilet? Girl, my mama took my shoes one day and made me drive home barefoot. Like she straight deboed me. And I didn't quit talking to my mama. She did, sis. I ain't lying. I had a pair of wedge mules with the little butterfly on the top. They were so cute. I had just got them. She said, "Oh, I sure like them shoes." Next thing I know, I was driving home barefoot. She said, "You ain't going nowhere but home." It was so sad. And
Yeah,
this
yeah,
girl
that's I
kept
thought.
talking to her mom about a toilet.
Yeah, it was something. I knew it was something like that, but I didn't.
Her mama went in the
That was
house instead of
ridiculous.
using the portable potty. Maybe your mama ain't want to use no outside toilet. How about that's your mama? Oh God. Kim Daddy always reminded me of the dad from the Wild Thornberries.
You know what, Aaron? Aaron.
Listen, my sisters be tripping on this porch. I don't understand the stuff that they say. She say the Wild Thornberries. I'm so
Aaron, it
dead.
is not my porch, but go sit in the corner, girl. Go.
30 seconds. Then you gotta think that one over. This girl said the
Aaron.
Wild Thornberries. Oh my God. Y'all, I can't believe this. So now tell me this, sis. I'm confused and I'm going to ask. What's
Mm-hmm.
going on with the Peach Report Daily?
I don't know what happened.
I ain't seen them online.
Oh,
I think they on Twitter, but I ain't seen them on Instagram.
I'm gonna have to do a little investigating.
Like I don't know what's happening. Like even if you go to their Twitter and hit the Instagram link, it's saying user not found.
I don't know,
I don't
girl. I
understand.
don't.
I'm confused. It's a
I don't
blog.
know. You know, let me see. Peach Report. They used to. Who was they featuring? Hold on one second. Girl, they gone.
They didn't I tell you? I said, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. And I'm telling they still on Twitter, but if you hit their Instagram link, even from their Twitter page, it says that they gone. They not found.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to know what happened.
I have to
Lord,
put some
look at
feelers out there and see what's going on.
talking about good riddance. They blocked my behind on Twitter. What they block you on Twitter for? What did you do? He lel. I know you be acting up. What did you do? See, this is what I have to deal with. My folks over here be really misbehaving and they'll act like they don't know what the hell is the problem. Like what happened?
Katrina's the true Taylor.
Mm, I don't know why people eat at Candy Restaurant. Who want to pay for parking and eat salmonella? No, thank you. And the food isn't that great anyway, right?
Overpriced.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
And then, girl, get this. So now, the last time, the last time they posted on Twitter was like yesterday. They ain't even post on Twitter today. And that was just a picture of Sheree and Cynthia.
I don't know. That was I don't know. I've got to. I don't really know. I have to put some feelers out there and see what's going on. But can we talk about Sheree Martell? Is
You
that
think that's
real?
for real?
I mean, I just saying she. I hope not. But I don't think it is. I think Sheree is. I'm gonna go with what Sheree says. I think Sheree is just out there having a little fun.
You think that's what she doing? Because I think Sheree is trying to make herself interesting. That's what I think. I think Sheree is trying to make herself interesting.
Well, she does need the help, but I don't think Martell is going to. He's not going to be the swing vote. I mean, too many people actually dislike Martell's. They dislike him, so he's not going to be a benefit to her. Although him dating her is a benefit to him, because let's face it, Sheree runs circles around Melody.
Mm-hmm. Girl, something funny going on with this. I know you ain't studying this, but something funny going on. So I just cruise through their Twitter and tell me why everything that they got pertaining to RHOP, all of the videos have been snatched down talking about for copyright. Now, mind you, everybody else got clips and stuff from RHOP, but everything on theirs has been snatched down. You think Bravo got their Instagram took down?
They very well could have, because now what was coming to mind immediately was, they, whatever the scandal was with one of the shows, they were in the middle of it. But I didn't really put too much stock into it, so I don't. It very well could be Bravo behind it, at least at this point.
Mm. Girl, how
Very
about the
well could
Bravo
be.
Shade Room? They snatched their stuff down too. They didn't take their channel, but over on Twitter, the Bravo Shade Room, they done pull all their stuff off of theirs too. All the clips and stuff and sneak peeks and everything.
Well, Bravo could be retaliating in ways that
Do you know what it is? They probably mad with those type outlets for helping the people vent against Robin.
hmm
This
hmm
is about Robin. I told y'all they want to save her.
and you have to think about it, those they're not really doing anything to those that feature the Beverly Hills, the New York, one time when they're trying to bring back the Miami girls, um, you know, New Jersey.
Mhm.
They don't really bother those like Peace Report Davis. They don't really feature them. They just really focus on
The shows
Potomac
that are more black.
and Atlanta. Yeah. So, like I said, I'll have to look into that one because I don't really remember.
I'm starting to feel like it's something to this. They're
Bravo.
mad because some of these outlets that more or less cater to black women, I think is giving too much of a voice to the people that's saying y'all full of crap. We see it and we sick of it. Because those smaller pages and the ones that are more middle of the road, they ain't go after them at all.
Maybe. It's not the first time we've been on to something, girl, and we know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
We know what to do.
Mm. Oh wow. So while we
Very
talking
well.
about ridiculous stuff, girl, what was your opinion? Y'all's vice president's husband kissing Jill Biden in the mouth.
No comment.
I thought it was funny as hell. It was funny and creepy and cringy, and it was even funnier to watch everybody cringe.
No comment.
I enjoyed it. I did. I always knew his wife was nasty. I know the old Camato was nasty, but he nasty too. Walked up. I mean, and I don't even know whether he kissed Jill in the mouth or whether Jill Biden walked up and kissed him in the mouth. He sure ain't dodge. I'm gonna say that. He ain't dodge, baby. Walked up there, just it was like, oh God, you could just smell that whole stage. I say, boy, look at here. This is getting
hmm
embarrassing. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit over
Oh
here with my
yeah.
no comment self.
Oh yes, but it tickled me. I was tickled. They let the tickling begin, honey. They let the tickling begin. I say, oh, sure now. What you say, Priest B? You say you was like, huh, baby, I seen them walk up and kiss and then smooch. I hollered. I say, woo, y'all forgot. I'm with you, Shirley. They forgot that camera was there. That we got a sneak peek of what they do when it ain't no cameras. Yep, Bravo was trying to control the narrative around Little Robert. I don't think it's working though. Yeah, she pranced right on up to that man, kissed him full on the. Ugh, it was gross looking too. Nah, I know Mono run rampant, but that wasn't just regular clear people behavior. That was something special. Mm. Yeah, they trying to control the commentary. Mm.
Katie is tweeting up a storm.
Child, what Katie say?
Well, she just posted, just tweeted to Madonna. She says Madonna's a baddie, honey. She used her whole government name.
Oh wow, Katie,
But
you
yes,
need to go
with
back.
Katie, I am. I want to make that clear. I am definitely rooting for her. I thought that she was definitely an asset to the show. I would like to see her come back, but when she is stronger and when she is mentally healthy and capable of coming back to the show. I really liked her.
Mm-hmm. I like Katie. Katie was one of the realest ever been there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
53% white.
Yep. Yeah, they going to bed for her, honey. I thought it was like 60 something percent. Like it was almost very little Negro in there at all, as we can see. He earlier say Kamala husband is Jill Blue Eyes. Yeah, that's Blue Eyes, honey. Yes, that's Blue Eyes. You say if you was Kamala, you'd have cussed her out. What's she gonna cuss her out for when she just as nasty? Well, we gonna forget that she was around there helping Willie clean his nuts before she got in there as the vice president. You know I don't cut for no hoes. I don't care who you are at all. That man was married too. Close your legs to married men. Shannon say I like Katie and she put rings in her place every time. She sure did. Sure did. Yes, Jasmine. She said both her parents is black and she is black. And I don't know why y'all saying that. Like we blind and we can't see the nature boy. Woo! We can see it. The high flying limousine riding nature boy. All she need is them robes with them feathers on it.
My.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Mm-mm-mm.
A
This is.
mess.
I'm just gonna pass out. I knew something was going on though. When I seen Peach Report going off Instagram, I said, "Wait a minute, how? When that happened?" Y'all don't know who the old man was that Kamala was going with that was married, so she could get promoted up the ranks. Oh come on, y'all voted for this hooker. Y'all should at least know the people she was sleeping with. Nacho Twins mama say, "Baby, can we hear Rob's voice one good time?" Well, they be killing me with that. What you want me to say that she said? Sheila Bryan say, I think he took the kiss it was given like an old white granny gives. Ugh, that ain't look like no grandma to me. I know a whole lot of grannies. Yes, I called her a hooker. That's normally what I call tramps to sleep with people's husbands. Y'all don't have a problem calling Portia all kind of names and she slept with somebody's husband. That's what I heard. Y'all don't have a problem calling Nene out her name, and she married the man that was, going through a divorce because he wasn't married, and now she got this alienation of a affection suit from this man's wife. So goose and gander, goose and gander. Don't sleep with people's husbands. He say who voted for her. Well, I know I didn't, honey. Some of y'all did though. I ain't pointing no fingers, but somebody did.
Yes, people hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Yes, help a girl out. Max say, hold up now. That's my vice president. Yes, that's your vice president. I'm glad you finally admitted that you voted for her. She was going with that with Mr. Willie. that old black man, and she was sleeping with him while he was married to get promoted up the ranks to get to the DA's office. Now she is the hoe, and I don't care if she's your vice president. That part. She a hoe. Shout out to the hoes. Dana say good evening. Hey girl. You back from the Bid West game. How y'all did tonight? You know I love me some Bid West. That's right, Meg. Listen, be proud. Be proud. I like Suki Hana too. And for the record, I'd have voted for Suki before I voted for her.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Because I ain't called Suki lying. He said, I love you, but we gonna fight. I don't care nothing about that hoe. Now we want a hoe in the White House next time. Let's vote for Suki. Now. Kim need money for her gambling addiction. She better. I mean, how addicted can she be with no money? Like, what's she gonna do? Hey, Andrew Barber. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ain't got no pity for that tramp. That's right, Suki. Suki with the good coochie. Yes, I will vote for Suki before I vote for Camel Toe. Andrew may say, "Who is Suki? You don't know Suki Hana?" Just turn to Love and Hip Hop Miami and just look and wait till they point the Suki with the good coochie. And that's the one right there. That's your next vice president since we putting holes in. Andrew Barber say Suki is always saying something crazy, but Suki real low. You say what you want to say. Suki say a lot of real stuff. And I can take her over that Harris hoe. Why? How much you can't with me? Hey, I like honest people. Suki might be a hoe, but she's an honest hoe. And all her
No,
hoes.
don't pull her up. No, don't do that.
No, I'm not finna put Suki up on my channel. Absolutely not. Nacho Twins mama is bad. Mm-mm.
Y'all are having a time over here on this porch.
Yes, honey. It's a sad night. We supposed to be getting a couple of chuckles in now. Okay, so y'all don't. Okay, let me go ahead and just get articles since y'all literally voted for this lady without knowing that she was out here going with people's husbands. Now, if she mess around and go with one of y'all men, I don't want to hear nothing. Hold on, let me go and get it for you. Hold on, let me find a good article. Mr. Willie Brown.
Oh
Y'all don't
Lord.
remember hearing about that? The first black mayor in
I'm
San
leaving Kamala
Francisco.
alone.
Mr. I'm not gonna leave that hoe alone. I don't like her. And I'm sick of her running around here blackfishing. You ain't one of us and we ain't finna play with you. She was going with Mr. Willie, who was the first black mayor of San Francisco in the 90s. He was still a married man, and she was over there just like Mia Thornton, washing granddaddy's nuts. Now that's what the hell she was doing. Period. And if y'all want hoes at the White House, Suki next. That's right. Mm-hmm. He was 60 years old and married. She was in there doing what same thing Mia Thornton doing with Uncle G. And side note, what about them student loans you was gonna fix back? That's right. Ain't did nothing you supposed to do. Everybody jumping across the border, throwing barbecues at the border and everything. She supposed to be in charge of the border. I'm like, what the hell you doing? Because it ain't obviously it ain't going with your man. That's why he kissing on Jill Biden. That's right, Shannon. Honest. Mm-hmm. Hey, Egypt. That's right. Hit that like button. Yes, I'm blasting on them. I ain't cutting you no slack because you're in the White House. No, that's the spot Stacey Abrams should have been in. What you doing there? I bet you we ain't heard no stories about Stacey Abrams going with nobody husband. Not have we?
Stacey would never.
She would never. She got too much class. She would never. I might not be a fan of hers, but she got too much class for that. You up past 1 in the morning, girl? You better go to bed. In here playing and clowning with us. Mm-mm. I'm just mad that y'all didn't know about this. This is y'all friend. This y'all good Judy. Say we had a first lady who used to do news. Yeah, she was a. But see now, Mac. That's my whole point. That's the hoe too. But y'all didn't have no problems calling her hoe. Then when it come to Camel Toe Harris, we gotta pretend like she ain't a hoe. Melania was a whole mail order bride doing soft adult pictures. Legs gapped open and all. Just trifling and trashy. But then when it come to good old nasty Camel Toe Harris that was messing with a man old enough to be her daddy, in there helping his wife cup and scrub them old runny nuts. Now all of a sudden we got to pretend like we don't know what a hoe look like. I mean, she ran for governor and didn't get it. They were trying to give her that as a consolation prize, and it didn't work out. They should have put her up for vice president. Somebody with a good report, and not a nasty reputation. Cause I ain't finna sit up and pretend like you ain't nasty, and you like what old Mister said on Color Purple, like you ain't got the nasty woman disease. Your goddaughter had 100K. Well, I sure want to know how she had it, how she got $100,000 loan gotten rid of because ain't nobody else got rid of it. I sure like to know how. Tell everybody.
Right. What was the trick, girl? What was the trick?
That's the question. Now that's the question because everybody want to get some stuff wrote off now. Well, not me because mine paid off, but everybody else. Lel say respectfully, I didn't know who Camel Toe was till she decided to run. Right. She wasn't nobody. She tried to run on her own and ain't nobody want her. And then they put her on the undercard up underneath Uncle Biden, y'all uncle. And then y'all let her slide, playing in y'all face, telling you she black. Trina say I don't trust her or Biden because they lied when he got in office anyway. So that's why I guess don't do them. I ain't do them before they got in. Michelle says she don't want to be no president. You can't. Why you can't talk right now, Cheryl? What happened? Jasmine said I heard that too. There was an application circulating to deduct like 10,000 of college loans. The application was out, but then they say hold off on it because they still had to litigate it. So sis says she got 100 racks off. I want to know how.
Okay,
Max
going
talking
back
about
to
let's
Michelle
move on
Obama.
from the politics, please. Let me tell you something. We ended up there because they put themselves in the gossip sector when her husband sat up there kissing Jill Biden in the mouth. So that's how we ended up there. Okay.
But let's move to let's discuss Michelle Obama because girl, I'm still stuck with Michelle when she showed up at inauguration, honey. At the inauguration, when I tell you she killed it for 2 years worth of inaugurations, she killed it, girl.
Talking about her
When Michelle
fashion.
got out that doggone car, I like to have
You knew
died.
she was
You hear
gonna be
me?
dressed to the nines. That heifer could dress.
Baby.
Now that heifer could dress. I don't care how much. I don't
I
care how
mean,
much
shut
people
the
got a problem with
whole.
her, don't like her politics, whatever. That sister can dress. She can dress up a hand off. Matter of fact, Vogue magazine called her the most fashionable first lady. That what Vogue said. Andrew
I
saying the
mean, what's
homelessness is getting Andrew Barber saying the homelessness is getting out of control. They turn a blind eye to that too, especially for black people and people of color. Oh yeah, everything. But we supposed to be goofy enough just run around supporting them no matter what they do because they put on a blue outfit. I don't care nothing about you. I beat that blue off you. Bunch of scoundrels. You sound funny as heck coughing. Look, sometimes stuff get funny and it make you cough. It's not my fault. Sheila say, well, Santos lied. Who is Santos? Lied on all kind of ways in New York. I was thinking how many of them haven't lied to get office and stay in office. Right. That's why I don't like none of them. But it's almost like when it comes to anybody who's a Democrat as black people, we supposed to pretend like we like them, even when they lying, even when they stabbing us in the back, even when they are ho 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 Merry Christmases. We not supposed to say nothing. We supposed to sit over here and pretend like we don't see that. No. Y'all gonna have to look for somebody else to do that. What that little sound is on social media, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I ain't cutting no slack. I don't like none of them. Andrew Barber said we need to do something about homelessness because there's this misconception that a lot of homeless people are drug addicts. It's true. A lot of them homeless and they work every day, especially out there in California. I don't watch baseball, but I sure watch y'all cricket behind politicians. Mac want me to let them up. I ain't gonna let them up. My foot gonna be on their neck forever. Say Matthew, Michelle, Katrina say Michelle and Jackie Kennedy was one of the best. Well, Vogue said that Michelle was the best dressed. That's what Vogue said. Vogue said Michelle Obama was the best dressed first lady. That's what Vogue magazine said. Miss Anna Wintour and them. That's what they had said. Mm-hmm. I don't know why you thinking that. The lady done told y'all she's never running for president. Yeah, so y'all think she lying? Because she told y'all to y'all face she ain't gonna never run. She said that ain't what she want to do. She had enough of that. Mm-hmm. But girl, I had to ask you about that kiss, baby. That was the kiss heard around the world. I say, woo, woo, what's really going on? Let me find out how Miss Thing got on that ticket ahead of Stacey Abrams. Is that how it happened? Mm. Mm. Maybe now.
You're right. I did. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit on no comment.
Child, that kiss was entertaining. That was entertaining. Sis, tell us. We ain't gonna tell nobody. What did you think when you saw that kiss? We ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Mm-mm.
No, tell us. We ain't gonna listen. Y'all tell her we ain't gonna tell nobody. What you thought?
We're gonna start with yuck.
You gotta start with yuck. I know that's right. Man, it was pretty gross. It was pretty darn gross. I gotta say that. Oh man. Since we done had us a good time in here laughing and kicking, I done laughed until the children picking at me because I'm coughing. I can't take it. It was just too funny. Yeah, Wig is thinking about running again. Talking about Trump is thinking about, Wig want to run some more. Wig want to run again.
Y'all got to be careful with that one because this man, he is dangerous.
You tell me how somebody who can't even put Lego blocks together is dangerous. Y'all got rid of that window licking, tire biting, slow, got a cut with the rounded tip scissors thing was so dangerous. We got rid of him, got the Klansman of all Klansmen, the Grand Wizard, into the White House, and we've been catching hell ever since. If you show me two races, I'll take the slow one. Because Uncle Joe up there pretending like he got the all the timers. That old Grand Wizard know exactly what he doing.
Stop it.
When y'all want to have another Twitch party so we can bump that music? You missed the last few Twitch parties, Matt, because you've been out of circulation. We was over there jamming, And we ain't see you. I thought about you though. Man, oh man. I have got my laugh on tonight. Talking about we gotta watch the slow one. He can't even have hard candy without a supervisor. You talking about we gotta
I could
watch it.
need you to
Donald Trump ain't even got sense enough to take that wig off and at least run it through the washing machine. He done had that same wig. Oh my gosh. This man is still going there letting them people paint him bright orange like a traffic cone. I'm not scared of him. Let me just say, I'm not scared of him. I would be scared if I saw him in my house. I would be scared if I saw him in a dark alley. Only if I was cornered. Because I know for a fact his fat behind can't catch me and nobody else. But I am not scared of him. I'm not. No, you slow. He's still running around there trying to hold Melania's hand. She looking at him like she could smell him. Lord, I'm not scared of him. I'm not. Ain't nothing they got going on gonna scare me into voting for the Grand Wizard. Y'all can have that. No, I'm good on that. I don't want nothing to do with Uncle Biden.
My God.
Hey, it is what it is. Trump hate us too. He hate us with a passion. He just too dumb to actually do anything to you. I'm good with that. I don't mind you hating me from from your little corner over there with your supervisor, because we know somebody watching him every day. I don't care about you sitting in that corner playing with them Lincoln logs, hating me in the privacy of your own home. I don't care. Shannon say, what's the Twitch party? Girl, Twitch, www.twitchtv.com, and look for Seanitra. And make sure you follow. So when we go live on Twitch and have our little music, over there in Club Crown, you'll know. It's not that I don't want either one of them. I told y'all I want 4 years with no president. It's just like you get out a bunch of bad relationships. Can we just have nobody for a while? Ain't that what they do? When you dating and you keep picking bad men, don't they tell you need to stay by yourself for a while? Don't you think we should stay by ourselves for a while? Can we do We done been like in multiple bad relationships. I just feel like we need to stay by ourselves for a while. That's all. It's not you, it's me. Can we just be alone for a while?
I cannot.
Just an endless parade of lying, filthy, stinking, flea-bitten clowns. What we need with that? And then everybody wants you to pretend like one clown is better than the other one. No. Say Melania look like she cussing out of her neck. Don't she? Boy, Melania be looking like she cuss him out on a daily basis.
I can believe that.
You see how she be looking at that man? She be looking at him like, I know like one thing.
She just slap him.
Yeah, she be looking like, say something else. She look like she really be wanting to fight. Like she really be wanting to get down with the get down. The best at what? Don't start me because I don't like him either.
Oh Lord, can we please go back to Bravo?
I'm just saying, I told y'all, don't start me with that. I don't like none of them. I like Michelle though. If she ran out
back to Bravo,
I don't like her husband. Y'all know me, like literally, don't pay me no mind. If it's a politician, I can promise you I don't like them. Like for the record. And I know we got all kind of goofy people that be like die hard about these slimy worms in politics. And they like, oh, she don't like my fave. Don't take it personal. I don't like none of them. None of them. If it was left to me, I would put them all on a big boat and put a hole in the bottom. I would. We need about 4 to 8 years with no president, no senators, no nothing. Just leave us alone. Can we work on ourselves? That's what women do. You get out a bunch of bad relationships. You need time to work on yourself. We just want to work on ourselves. Okay? We want to lose some weight.
Give us free. Give us free, Nacho.
Yeah, give us free. Let us have like 8 years to just do Pilates and do intermittent fasting and drink water, count our steps and stuff, get
Girl, no.
fine.
Uh-uh. Michigan and Mississippi ain't got no water. They can't have water, girl. We can't do that.
Well, they can import water. You know what I'm saying? Without the politicians, it won't even cost as much. Just chill. Everybody just need like 8 years straight so we can work on ourselves. That's all. That's all I'm asking.
I'm sorry, Melania is not an upgrade. She's not. She's
She an
not.
upgrade for him. Every woman, any woman with a pulse is an upgrade for him. He look like he supposed to be sleeping with inanimate objects. Like he don't look like he supposed to be touching humans. Yes, Nacho Twins mama sank the ship, put them all on there, and cut a big hole in the bottom. So did you hear about these people selling their house and getting loans and going in their 401k for Beyonce tickets? No, I didn't hear that. That's crazy. Are they really doing that, sis?
I thought they said that they were just joke, like those were just jokes about people selling their houses. I think that part was just like exaggeration or
Okay.
joking. But yeah, people are going into their 401k accounts to get these tickets, which I think is just
Oh,
absolutely ridiculous.
oh, that's ignorant. That's ignorant. Cheryl say
Now
that's
listen,
okay. You just don't and can't trust any politician. Amen. Somebody finally understands me, and that's why I love you, Cheryl. You understand me. I don't trust none of them. If they talking, they lying. Is it bad every time I see them walking? I want to stick my foot out and make them fall and bust their chin.
yes, it's bad.
Oh, okay, I ain't gonna be
That's
like that
bad.
no more. You
That's
right.
bad. Don't do that.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
Don't
sissy.
yeah, don't do that. That's not nice.
I'm for real. Like every day I see something crazy happening, it just make me feel a certain type of way about them people, man. I just don't like them. I don't like them.
You know we working on being fine, upstanding citizens. Don't do that.
Yes, fine, upstanding citizens. Yes,
That's the goal. To be those fine, upstanding citizens.
that's right.
Oh,
That's right. And that's what I'm gonna do. Be a fine, upstanding citizen. Andrew Barber say Martin Luther the King is rolling in his grave at crooked orange peel Trump. I don't know for what. If he was still living, he'd have been trying to go with Trump's daughter.
you know what?
What? Where's the lie? Like he wasn't cheating on Coretta with that ugly, pale, big nose heifer. You
Now
know I don't
listen,
like him. You know I don't
this
like him. Cut slack for nobody. If you trifle me, I know what I'm gonna tell it. I don't care, dead or alive.
somebody come get her. Somebody come get her.
Listen. Look, if they dirty, I can't hold it. Like I got a some type of inflammation. When the dirt is there, I have to spit it out.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to go sit in the corner for a few minutes, sis.
Now I gotta go to the corner. Golly.
Just sit there and think. Just sit there, sit it out, girl. Sit it out.
Okay.
Leave the
Girl
politician
says, "See, I
peoples
got your
alone.
back, but I don't want to triple." See, Cheryl is the better version of me because she don't like them either, but she don't want to triple. Okay, okay, all right. $1,000, over $1,000 for a ticket. Listen, if Jesus ain't on that stage, I ain't going. I wouldn't go see
Child,
Beyonce for $40. I got bad knees. I ain't got time to be walking all in them places like that.
I mean, I like her and all, but yeah, no.
I mean, if they let her do something on TV and it's got to be short, I got a short attention span. It's a little
Right.
AD.
Listen, I'm gonna sit and wait for the YouTube videos.
Hello, Trina says she telling the truth about Emma. They know I'm telling the truth. They know
I
I'm
know
not
she's
lying
telling
on.
the truth. I just don't want her to tell it.
Why? Somebody should have been there telling him they didn't want him to do it. Me telling it ain't the problem. Him doing it is the issue. Okay. These men need to
Mm.
learn how to control their libido and their phalluses. Be still limping. I know she had surgery on that foot. You know she don't care nothing about no surgery. I believe if you snatch that girl leg off, she going out there with a bloody stump and she still gonna dance around on crutches. You know she going to collect her check. She scares me with that. I love a good work ethic. Y'all know I be working so I barely sleep, forget to eat and all type of stuff. But not say scare me. She don't care what's going on. She going to work.
Can you imagine what it's like to be her?
No.
I bet she is
I,
probably one of the loneliest people in the world.
I wouldn't think that.
I think her life is very lonely. I really do.
Why would you think that?
Who can
What's
she
lonely
trust?
about it? How women lonely with children?
She's only big. She's only, you know, really like she has her core friends, but they're few. But I think she questions the people who she calls friends. I think she questions them. Are they still her friends? Are they around her, or are they friends with her because she's Beyonce?
Girl, we better question our friends. You don't just assume somebody your friend because they say they are. You
Well,
better
no,
not.
I mean, yeah, there's that, but I mean, just like think about it. Ugh, I just think that she's a lonely person.
I guess. Yeah, I mean anything possible. You know what I'm saying? In this world, I don't put nothing past nothing. Anything is possible. Anything, but I just don't see it. Hey, I'm that girl. What's up? I've always felt like when I hear a woman that's got children say she lonely, you something ain't right.
Now,
How
Blue
you
Ivy,
lonely
can I
with
say I'm
children?
just glad that baby grew into herself. I'm so glad. She is
I thought the
beautiful.
child was always cute. I just think God was doing something. He made sure that baby looked like her daddy real good in the beginning because he knew people was gonna lie and say that wasn't none of her daddy if she didn't. People so busy hating her mama, they would have lied about her paternity if they'd have had half a chance. She came out looking real good like her daddy, so there was no lie that could be told. The only thing people could do was sit around and try to call a baby ugly, which I thought that was deplorable.
That was despicable, yes,
I ain't like that,
indeed.
especially the likes of Santana looking like a darn silverback in a waist trainer, sitting up
Yeah,
talking about that
she
baby,
is
talking about
absolutely
something.
beautiful.
Yeah, wait, that wrong with that baby? Wasn't never nothing wrong with that baby. Mm-mm.
She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah. I just like the way God did that. He made sure that baby look enough like her daddy where nobody couldn't lie on her.
Well, I
Yep,
don't think
people be with
the
friends.
question. I don't
Uh-huh.
think the question was whether she was Jay Z's or not. I think the
They
question was
couldn't.
did.
That's what I'm saying, sis. They couldn't. That girl came out looking like Jay-Z gave birth to her. They couldn't question it.
See,
And when they couldn't come up with that, they made up ridiculous stories about her mama not being her mama. They wanted to be able to say she was like y'all friend Camito Harris. But when they couldn't call her a 304, the only thing left was to say, oh, was she not the mama? Which is silly.
I think that she did the same thing that Kenya Moore did. But now
I
that
mean,
we know more of Big
how?
Bay's history, it makes sense.
But it don't make no sense to me because I feel
Well,
like at the end of the
genetically,
day,
the thing about it is in this. Well, what my stance is genetically and biologically, she is both Beyonce and Jay Z's daughter.
because her mama carried her. That's her mama's child. Just like them twins belong to
Okay,
both of them. So them twins look just like both of them. That's them people cheering. And black people need to stop this mess trying to find weird conspiracy theories to make themselves feel better about other black people being more successful. Get over it. They got blessed and we didn't get that blessing. We got something else. That's all. It's just something different. God didn't give me all the money in the world, but I bet you that heifer can't outcook me. Okay. Tea Time say, nah, Beyonce is a Virgo. We don't care about being alone. I know my daughter and my auntie didn't. We prefer it actually. Trust anyone that is her friend deserves to be there. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a beautiful baby. I didn't understand it. People just, well, I did understand it. People are hateful and nasty. Say now she look more like a mama. Yeah, she do. Now she
Mm-hmm.
look more like a mama. But when she first started, baby, she was looking just like her daddy, and she had a pinch of her mama, just a pinch, a smidgen. And I say, uh-huh. When that happened, I say God fixed it when nobody couldn't lie on her. Because they
Mm-hmm.
was going to. When they couldn't lie on her, they went to making up stories about her. Oh, her mama is weird conspiracy. Oh, her mama didn't carry her. That's somebody else, baby. That ain't nothing. We gotta find the real mama. Like, child, find out why you ain't ran into your blessing yet. Instead of making up stories about people who done ran into theirs. Stop that. Say these comments by Blue Ivy was given very much insecurity and racism. Sure was colorism too, because they was mad because that baby came out looking like a black baby and it didn't look mixed up. And they was mad that her hair was kinky. They was mad that she looked like her daddy and they couldn't call her mama 304. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Cheryl said she was a beautiful baby. They only want to talk about her child because Beyonce, in my opinion, let her child look beautiful with her natural African American looks and show how to love her true self. They don't like the mama. You know, when they don't like the mama, they'll find something about the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Say who did Stewie Darby baby look like when he, you know what? We ain't finna do that. Cause I don't care what a baby look. I'm not gonna talk about nobody babies now. If I can't call them pretty, we ain't finna talk about them. See, I was laughing in Dubai when B had the snatcher. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She did have to kind of cool her down. She had to cool her down. But yeah, you got children. Ain't no way to be lonely with children. Now I don't know how to do that. I raised three of mine and one of somebody else's. I don't know how you be lonely with children. Kids will run you raggedy. You ain't got time to be lonely. Even if you want to be lonely, you ain't got time.
I just think women
Susie,
that hit that level of success like that, you know,
so once you get success, your children become like thin, paper thin or something. Like how you
I
get away
think
from me?
I think that level of success, the level that Beyonce, you got Beyonce, Whitney Houston, you know, Janet
But how do you?
Jackson.
But that her success did not erase her children. They still right there, all three of them, and look like she actually mothering her children because they move when she talk. So what?
True.
How will her success minimize her mothering?
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about like her social life, her social surroundings.
That girl is 40. You think she worrying about socializing?
I would think Beyonce would want some friends.
Why would you think that?
I just do.
It must be my crazy tail. When I was raising my children, I ain't need no friends. I ain't got time. My friends was doing stuff I couldn't do because I had to be home to see about children. You can't raise children appropriately and trying to socialize. That don't work. You got to wait till them sap suckers is grown, and then you can go ahead and put and dust off your hoochie clothes if you can still get in them and
Girl, let me
slide
go
back.
to my closet. Let me go into my closet and see what I got left.
Yeah, see what's left. See what dust it off. I don't know if she exactly 46. I'm saying she in her 40s. I think the girl was born 84 or something like that. So she at 40 somewhere along in there. You know what I'm saying? At that old, we worry about friends. Hey,
I don't know. I just feel bad for her.
I don't. How I'm gonna feel bad for you, and you could buy everybody in my house plus my house with me in it. Feel bad for you, how?
Hell, make about me. I'll be a free girl. I'll sit over there and talk with you, girl.
I ain't finna be your friend. I ain't got time to sit in your house. I got to run my house. I got to cook my food, clean my house, with my own children, see about my own man. I ain't got time to be up in her house.
Since you doing dinner tomorrow?
Huh?
What you cooking for dinner tomorrow? This Sunday.
I'm gonna fix some cube steak. That's what I'm gonna fix, and some butter beans and some rice. and some gravy. And I might fix a pan of bread. What you fixing?
I'm not.
Oh, see, you over here bragging and balling. The rest of us gotta put our cleavage over the burners, and you balling. Hey, Michael Alexander, you got here late. You sure did because we finna roll in a little bit. Yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday. But I'm cooking regular food because I ain't studying no Super Bowl. Papa watching Super Bowl. I ain't studying no Super Bowl. I'm going to the church house and I'm gonna be back at my house. I ain't studying no Super Bowl.
No, I'm
Since
not
you
cooking
watching the
tomorrow.
game,
I'm probably not going to have a choice.
oh Lord, you can't escape it.
Mm-mm.
Lord, Andrew Barber said he only watching for Rihanna. Okay, at the halftime. One of y'all message me when it's halftime. I'll turn it on and watch her sing and dance and stuff. I don't mind. But I ain't finna watch no football game. I ain't in the mood. And girl, it's bad because I used to love football.
Yeah, I don't too much. I'm just not even caring this year. I just don't care for real. If anything, I will be watching for Rihanna.
Listen, I was a football girl. I grew up in football country. I'm over here in Texas, which is more football country. It's just like my nerves got bad, Mac. I don't know what happened. Like, don't get me wrong. If Papa watching something and I have to be in the room, like, I can follow the game, I can get into the game, but it's just anything to get my blood pressure up. I don't like it no more. I stopped watching basketball for the same reason. It just had my blood pressure up. Oh no, I used to love sports. I still watch my boxing. I still watch boxing. But the football, the basketball, I kind of fell back off of that because it just run my pressure up for no reason. I don't like screaming at the screen. Maybe I shouldn't have been screaming at the screen, huh?
Maybe. Shannon said she don't even know who's playing in the Super Bowl.
Have mercy.
Girl, it is Rihanna's Super Bowl, honey. Don't even worry.
Okay, you making oxtail collard greens and mac and cheese. Now I don't put no oxtails in no collards. Now I'm gonna put some smoked pork in them collards, and I'm gonna cook the oxtails with some potatoes and onions and put it on rice. That's what you do with an oxtail. I ain't never had an oxtail and a green, sis. Oh, your sports was cheerleading and gymnastics. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't that girl. I played basketball and ran track and did ROTC and weightlifting. I didn't do no cheerleading and flipping and stuff. No. See, Mac, the housewives, let me say this, the housewives are starting to run my pressure up. They starting to. When that large Hispanic male threw that drink at Wendy Osefo, my pressure went up. My pressure went up. But for the most part, I'm usually okay. Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch Floyd fight. Every time Floyd fight, I watch Floyd fight. Yes. You like football, but you prefer baseball. Baseball bore me to death. I ain't never liked it.
You know,
Oh,
you
not in the green
baseball is
stuff.
only good when you actually go to a baseball game. Watching it on TV is just too boring. That's
I
why
didn't
you,
mind
you
playing baseball, but just watching somebody else sit around and wait. No, no, that's like asking me to watch golf. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do
I, yeah, I ain't gonna do it either.
it.
Golf is
Barbara
not for
said
me.
I did swimming and football. I like watch you like watching gymnastics and cheerleading. Okay, okay. Yes, that large Hispanic male. That's who attacked Wendy Osefo, that large Hispanic gentleman. Sis, you saw
Tanika,
that. What? So
corner,
I'm the only one who saw that large Hispanic gentleman throw a drink, a person, a cell phone at that lovely black woman who was sitting there minding her business.
corner.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Right, Andrew Barbara with a size 13 shoe.
Andrew,
Looked like
you
the
too.
largest.
Go in the corner with her.
I'm just saying, if I'd have called the police, that's what I'd have said. I'm at bar one in Miami. I'd have gave them the address. I was just attacked by a large Hispanic gentleman who appears to be irate. He's throwing objects while screaming, cursing, and making terroristic threats. That's exactly what I'd have said on that phone. And when them people got there, I'd have pointed straight at Mr. Thornton. Officers, there he is right there. Get him.
I can't. I
Listen, Bravo
cannot
would have
stand.
been mad at me. They'd be like, wait, did you call them people? Yes, yes, yes. I'm a lady. I don't want to be fighting men in public. Might break a heel on my shoe. Yeah, she tried to blind her with alcohol, throw the purse, the cell phone, and commenced to beating her own behind and ripping her nails off. I don't know what that man would have done to that poor lady. Mm-mm. Andrew says she mad because Wendy has all the accolades she wish she had and the chromosomes too. Yes. Trina say, girl, you a mess. I'm just saying. Oh no. Soon as that thing would have started throwing stuff and cussing and making threats, I'd have been dialing 911. 911. There's a large Caucasian gentleman across the table from me, recording me with his cell phone. I think they're together. Oh, I'd have called on her and Robert. Oh yes.
Blessed, blessed.
Mm-hmm. Say there's a large manly meal with potholes all over her face. I'd have been just as nice as just a large Hispanic gentleman, and there's a Caucasian gentleman directly across from me recording me with the cell phone, screaming, "Fight or don't fight." I believe these two came together.
I need y'all
I
to
feel.
stop it.
Oh no, I'm telling you, I'd have been like, I feel threatened. There are two angry, irate gentlemen accosting me. I don't know what to do.
Hold on. I think my
Oh yeah. What you say, sis?
my AirPods are going bad. They're going down.
Oh, okay, Dr. J said, who would win, Rob or Dance? I think Dance might get Robert. I think
You think
so.
so?
I think so. Anybody who's tough enough to take a Brillo pad to their own face, we don't know what she'll do to Robert. Yep, that's right, Shannon. That's exactly what you tell him. I feel like I'm about to be jumped by two large males. Please help. Yes. That's exactly what you tell them. I know that's what I would have told them. But anyway, girl, let's get off here because I'm finna call your phone. But
All
anyway, y'all,
righty.
look, we done been on here 3 hours. So y'all can just go ahead and carry y'all hips to bed. I know most of y'all is not going to church in the morning, and that's okay. All right. But I'm gonna say a prayer for all of y'all when I get there. But in the meanwhile, if you didn't hit that like button on your way in, make sure you hit it for me on the way out. Help your girl out, okay? I sure appreciate it. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you know every time we go live over here on this Porch. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. And if you want to join channel membership, there is a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Okay? So in the meanwhile, everybody get some rest. Good night, sweet dreams. Say your prayers. And remember, if don't nobody else tell you, honey, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. We'll talk to y'all again tomorrow. Let's see what's going to go on after this whole Super Bowl situation time. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Tell them bye, sis.
Goodbye, everyone.